You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My ground repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry for spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on them, flaring. This ain't no normal situation. This preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, Black Sun, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Woo! Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers.
We back!
Just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond.
Mike, you on mute. Mike, you on mute.
Here I go. Here I go.
All right, Mike. Hey, Mike, how does it feel to be back? Let me take this Coach Corner bat off, man. I need to do some housekeeping because this is not Coach's Corner, just for sure. We don't want to get Coach in trouble for what Mike may say.
Yeah, for what I might say. You right, Rocky. You right. Oh, nobody else will get in trouble for what Mike Reed got to say.
You know. But now, Mike, hey, I just want to say welcome back to the Off Script channel. This is the fourth season, Mike?
Fifth.
Oh, man, it's the fifth season.
Yeah.
The fifth season of The Breakdown. Can you explain people what The Breakdown is,
man? The Breakdown is all about the Jackson State University Tigers. Out of the other 11 schools in the SWAC and the 6 schools in the MEAC are irrelevant on Wednesday's evening. On Wednesday evening, it's all about the Jackson State Tigers. That's what we talking about, Rocky.
All right, now y'all know that Scotty had a certain situation when he was doing the show with Mike with Jackson State and their fans. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to love y'all, but y'all make it hard.
Nah, y'all, he worse. He worse than Scotty, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the real now. He worse. It's gonna be time. Me and Rocky gonna get into it every Wednesday. I promise y'all. We're gonna get into it every Wednesday night. So y'all might as well get ready.
Look, I'm gonna try to love you, man. But y'all, hey, Mike, they hard to love. You say one thing, it's not even bad. If I say, hey, Jacoby Morgan is not the best quarterback in the SWAC, oh, you a hater. Huh? Come on now. What I'm saying is
we the only ones that can criticize, Rocky. We the only ones that can criticize.
So y'all protecting at all costs, huh?
Yeah.
Protecting at all costs, man. But Mike, I was looking forward to this. When Mr. Campbell put this thing, you know, Scotty put it together a long time ago. We all had things going on, man, and so we finally got together to do this, man. I think it's gonna be a great show. People are gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have the same cast of characters that come back. Mr. Campbell is also gonna come on and do some we got the wing thing going on. You know what I mean? So And we got rules and regulations now that I'm on the show. This ain't gonna be no arbitrary thing. We gonna have rules and regulations, you know. And we gonna try to keep the peoples out of our business. You know what I mean? With the detective, the law enforcement, Mr. White Man, we trying to keep everybody out of our business. So we got rules and regulations, and we gonna try to keep this thing official, man. But with no further ado, Mike, man, I want to ask you, Mike, how you feeling about those Tigers? Y'all done went through a whole all season.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all been on that 0 dark 30 type stuff, man.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't been doing a whole bunch of talking. Ain't no videos. Ain't no, everybody, even the podcasters, been low key.
Hey.
You know, what's going on 1400 Lynn Street, man?
It's a new day, man. If you don't want you don't have to worry about your coach all in the videos talking about going to Atlanta and gotta get there and finish the fight. Well, you need to jump on that JSU bandwagon, man, because we've been working. We've been working this year, man. We let them other guys do the talking, Rocky. We let them other coaches do the talking. And like Coach O said, the bullet's still the bullet. So we just been tucked away because it's a storm coming, Rocky. It's a storm coming this year, Rocky.
Have you heard this all season?
There is a
Listen.
I want to go. The name of the place.
You've been waiting on that one.
Atlanta.
You brought it up.
Rocky.
Atlanta is the land of the purple and gold.
Rocky.
Hey, Coach, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
The coach all up in the video.
Yeah. Last time we went to Atlanta, we won. Last time we went to Atlanta, we didn't give up a 21-point lead. I'm just saying, if you go talk it, you got to walk it.
Now, since you brought it up now, because I think this is important to put it in context, right? Last year, did you see that coming, Mike?
I didn't see it coming, Rocky. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a sad day. That was a sad day in Jackson, Mississippi, Rocky. But it's behind us now. It's a new season, bro. It's a new season, bro. We ready. We focus on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Nashville, Mississippi. I mean Nashville, Tennessee. I said Mississippi. I'm tripping. Nashville, Tennessee.
What has happened over the offseason, Mike? So what was your spring like? What was the spring like there on this street?
Working, Rocky. Working. We got a sour taste in our mouth. We got to get it out. Working. That's all. I'm talking about everybody on one accord, Rocky. Like you say, everybody been quiet. I've been quiet. Y'all ain't seen me since the SWAC championship. Y'all ain't seen me since then. We been quiet. Everybody on one accord because everybody know what's coming. Ain't that right, Zoe? Everybody know what's coming.
See, here's the deal. Being a Jackson, I came in this space for Jackson State, right? And when I came in this space, I wasn't let down, not one bit. They brought excitement, right? They brought enthusiasm. Jackson State was everything you thought they would be. From someone coming outside, I didn't realize the magnitude of the Celebration Bowl. I was hyper-focused on the success of the program and what Dion was doing. So I don't feel shortchanged by Dion taking Jackson State to the Celebration Bowl and then losing to really two of the best coaches in HBCU football, in my opinion, when you talk about Buddy Pugh and Trey Oliver.
Yeah. You
guys then retool, take a year to retool, come back and win it all, right? And for y'all, with that 4-year span, somehow I think y'all thought that was y'all birthright to be in that game each and every year. And last year when Prairie View clipped y'all at home, how did that feel? Like, what can you sum that feeling up?
Rocky, I ain't got the words for Rocky. I was sick for a week, Rocky. I was sick for 2 weeks, Rocky. But you know, if it don't kill you, it make you stronger. And that's why the storm is coming. You know how Game of Thrones winter is coming? Winter is coming, Rocky.
You know the cool thing that I experienced in Atlanta though when I went to the Celebration Bowl?
What's that?
Is that there were a lot of Jackson State people there. Like even though they didn't play in the game, they had made reservations, they had brought rooms. And I guess rather than lose their money on their room, they came to the game. But you know what? They were almost, in my opinion, in shock. Even though they watched Prairie View play, they saw what unfolded. Whatever. Even after the game, we were sitting at Fellowship in Atlanta. That's Cam Newton's Silver Lounge. They were just still in shock about. They didn't even care about what just had happened. They were still in Jackson mentally.
Yeah, because we felt like we was the better team. We really felt like we was the better team, Rocky.
But let me say this here, Mike. Y'all had so much happen to y'all. Like let's think about this. Y'all had so much happen to y'all last year. I think y'all don't realize how much y'all overcame to really end up being a great team. And then, it starts off with Fortillion getting injured.
Yeah.
And then, it kind of, Jacoby being injured kind of is to me, that the straw that broke this camel's back, that in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Even before that, y'all was able to hold off Andrew Body at home, exhilarating game.
Here you go.
Right? No, when I'm just saying it was an exhilarating game. And y'all won the game, and then you go to Las Vegas, right? And your quarterback gets injured, and with all the good fortune you guys have had the last 4 years, don't you think it was about time that something bad happened that you just say, well, damn, maybe this is not our year? And at no point did y'all never think that with the things that were happening to y'all from an injury standpoint, and maybe this is not our year?
We ain't gonna make excuses because I wouldn't expect no other team to make excuses.
No,
so we not gonna make excuses.
When you lose your veteran quarterback, bro, it's not making excuses.
I get that, Rocky, but
and what got me is y'all expected to come in with a half-cocked quarterback. What I mean by that is he was injured. Your quarterback wasn't healthy. And you expect a freshman to walk in and win a championship game?
That's why we recruit at a high level, Rocky. That's why anybody recruit at a high level.
I don't.
Yeah,
so
that's why you recruit, Rocky. So
I don't think at this level.
Next man up.
I don't think at this level you can suffer significant losses like your starting veteran quarterback and it's just plug and play. I don't think maybe that's what I'm missing about Jackson State. Yep. Y'all expect it to be plug and play at every position.
Because we got dogs. We got dogs. No, we don't need no meow. What do you say? We don't need no meow. Need dogs.
And so the people were in shock. But again, not to belabor the last year, I just want to put it in context because a lot of the things that I've been criticized for saying about Jackson State is not that I'm hating. It's just that very few teams can overcome the loss of their veteran quarterback, plug in a true freshman, and then y'all still expect to go to the championship. Now y'all came within 2 points of going, and I understand that, and that was awesome to be able to do. But in my opinion, you guys should have not necessarily seen Prairie View coming, but trying to win a championship game with a freshman quarterback was going to be a tall task, and I don't care who it was and what it would have been. But Rocky, so that's why I say y'all think it's y'all birthright to be in the game no matter what the conditions are, and I just think that's a bit unreasonable of a fan base to have that expectation.
But Rocky, everything happened for a reason. Now, our quarterback is a sophomore with experience on this belt. So I would like to welcome y'all to the Jared Lockhart Show 2026 because he has experience under his belt. He's only a sophomore, and man, we about to put some points on the board this year, Rocky.
Let me ask you this. So you guys have had 4 quarterbacks over the course of the time I've been watching Jackson State. You guys, of course, had Shador. Then you had
Don't remind me, Jason Brown.
Jason Brown. You had
A little bit of Cam McCoy.
well, I was gonna skip over that.
Hey, what school in the SWAC he hadn't played for at this point, Rocky?
I was gonna skip over that. I was gonna go straight to Jacoby Morgan, and then I was gonna say the freshman Jared Lockhart. You know what I mean? Now you had some Cam McCoy, and you also threw some Zy McDonald in there as well.
Yeah.
That Zy played very well and see, that's okay. Let me point that out too. I think Zy McDonald spoiled y'all in a very critical situation with he came in after, Jacoby got injured in the championship game, and he came in and lit it up. And y'all didn't miss a beat. As a matter of fact, he turned it up a notch in that game.
That's why, like I said,
and so, but you didn't have it. You did. Zy McDonald was a junior, wasn't he? When he came in and relieved Jacoby, he was a junior.
I think that was his junior year.
Yeah, you're talking a true freshman though, and so that's what That's what I'm saying. With that being the case, y'all thought it was just going to be plug and play Jackson State by 40. I don't think that's
because Roger, we also had the third best running attack in FCS, so that makes it easier for a freshman quarterback. We just feel like our ground game was so dominant that we could easily plug in another quarterback and just continue to do the same thing that we did. But shouts out to Prairie View, They got
so. In your opinion, is the story of that game Prairie View, or is the story of that game what Jackson State was able to do?
I'm dying on that hill. Jackson State. I'm dying on that hill. Prairie View didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. I'm dying on that hill. Rocky. To this day, I'm screaming it.
Like I said, at the end of the day, it's a 2-point victory. Could have went either way. And you guys, unfortunately, suffered an injury in a big game, and y'all wasn't able to quite overcome that.
Hey, but the storm is coming now.
So let's talk a little more about these Tigers. Now, if I had to say any group underachieved last year for the Tigers in Jackson State compared to previous years, it would have been that wide receiving core. In my opinion, that wide receiving core was nothing compared to what it had been the previous 3 years. Or really 4 years, to be honest with you. What did you think about the wide receiving core last year? And overall, was it? What was the lack of production by the? How do you explain the lack of production?
I mean, we were such a run dominant team, Rocky. That for one, we were such run dominant that we didn't need a lot from our wide receivers. But Fertillion got hurt. Nate Rimba still did his thing. I mean, we were still good at wide receiver position. Now, let's not get that twisted. Let's not get that confused now, Rocky. We were still good at wide receiver position.
Did you have a Malachi Wyman?
Nah.
Did you have a Newman?
Now you bringing up the Dion teams.
No.
Now.
What I'm saying is, you didn't. The players I'm gonna name are guys that impacted the game profoundly.
Yeah.
Right. And Rimberg could be mentioned in that same breath, right? But what I'm saying is, you had multiple guys in those previous years with that proposed that kind of threat, right? I forget the guy. What was the guy? The little return guy, Newman. And then y'all have a Dallas guy, Spencer or something like that.
What was his last name? Dallas Daniels.
Yeah, I mean, y'all had guys, man. Y'all had guys. And so what I'm asking you is are you gonna look? Is this gonna be closer to what it was last year, or closer to what it was?
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. We got Jaden Lockhart, Jared Lockhart brother coming in. Kobe Powell still there. Nate Rimber. We're gonna be all right. Rocky.
So what are y'all gonna do?
Fortillion coming back. He the red zone threat. We're gonna be better at wide receiver this year, Rocky.
Your running back room was rated. Your running back room was rated by group of 5 schools. What about that?
Oh, we got Nate Blunt.
Now, can you tell me about Nate Blunt? Because I, per se, haven't seen any tape, film, or whatever.
Exactly. He's the guy that's waiting his turn.
I've heard the legend of Nate Blunt, but I hadn't seen anything on film tape. You know, is he the Loch Ness monster? Is he what they call it, a Bigfoot? Is there anything you can tell me about Nate Blunt?
I'm saying this. He not the Loch Ness. He not Bigfoot. He's the boogeyman. That's what he is. Because he's a guy that had waited his turn. Now it's his time to shine, and he gonna shine, Rocky.
You know, y'all had last year. Y'all had
it's his time to shine.
Y'all had Terrell, and I forget the other guy. And then y'all had Nephew, and so with him, he was fourth string last year. Is what you're saying?
Waited his time. He was
the boogeyman. He's a monster.
He the boogeyman.
And he couldn't break the starting lineup. He couldn't get a carry last year, huh?
He the boogeyman.
He couldn't get a carry.
He the boogeyman. We got a couple other guys we're gonna throw out there. We gonna put.
Now I just want you to know this: running back is usually not a developmental position. You either got it or you don't. That's just me. Been watching a lot of football over a lifetime. Either they can hand it to you and you can get it, or, you know. Now, if you end up behind a guy, now again, I'll say Travis Terrell was a really good back. What was the other guy that played with Travis Terrell? He went to another school. One went to Syracuse, the other went to Memphis. I can't think.
Yeah, I'm so locked in on guys on this year roster. The names be fading.
But you know who I'm talking about, right? So one went to Syracuse, one went to Memphis. So that tells you what kind of talent was in front of it. What are your expectations for Nate Blunt?
Plug and play.
So is he gonna be what is he gonna go back to being what my man was, who I think was one of the most underrated players to ever play at Jackson State? My man Mulligan. Is he gonna be like that?
Listen, Zoe got a point in these comments, Rocky.
What is that?
Y'all didn't know about Travis Terrell. Y'all didn't know about Irv. Y'all didn't know about Amar Miller.
Okay. At the end of the day, Travis Terrell, he wasn't a developmental player. From day one at Jackson State, he was making moves.
But Rocky, hasn't TC shown that he's the running back whisperer? Hasn't he shown that? Every running back he put out there produced.
Let me say this. Y'all have been very talented at running back, but I think there are levels to it. There's levels to it.
But this is my question. Hasn't TC shown that every running back he puts out there produce?
I can't argue that. I can't argue that.
So get ready.
But your running back room has never been rated the way it was last year.
We retooled running back room every year, Rocky.
No, y'all had Nate Mulligan was a 2-year guy. Mulligan,
but the guys behind him, we retooled him.
So you saying you expected no dropout?
This is a program, Rocky. Not some one and done, one hit wonder. Like I know a team that's gonna be. Now I know a team that's gonna be a one hit wonder. We not that.
O-line. What we got at O-line?
O-line retool better than ever.
So y'all do have one returning starter, right?
Yeah.
Now, one thing over the past, I'd say the past 2 years, y'all had a really competent offensive line, and y'all played to their strength the past couple of years. And I thought, you know, that was one of the things that allowed y'all to kind of control games, you know, week in and week out. Will y'all have that same kind of line?
It's TC, it's Coach O. You know they emphasize that offensive line, Rocky.
Y'all gonna control the line of scrimmage.
Yes, Rocky. That's where the game is won at. Yes.
All right. You expect Lockhart to be all world. We know that. It's
the Jared Lockhart show.
Jared Lockhart show. Well, let me ask you this. In the event that Jared Lockhart stub a toe, you know, come down with the flu or something like that, who you got behind?
We not gonna do that, Rocky. We not gonna do that, Rocky. We not gonna do that. I'm just saying we not gonna even talk like that, Rocky. We're not gonna talk like that. The Jared Lockhart show. Tune in. 7:30, Saturday night, Nashville, Tennessee. I will be there.
Now the last couple of years, y'all have had a a backup that y'all could speak of. One, y'all had Jared Lockhart and Stouffer. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Stouffer. That's it.
Stouffer. You were really deep the championship year because you had Zy McDonald and Cam McCoy, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? So I'm asking you, you got to have somebody back there.
Rocky, we're not gonna do that. We'll cross that bridge if it happens, Rocky. Right now it's the Jared Lockhart Show, 7:30, Saturday night, Nashville, Tennessee. Well, hold on, what's the name of the stadium? Hold on. Go to my ticket right quick. Hold on.
I'm sure y'all got some quarterback from backwoods Mississippi that no one else knows about and no one else could find other than TC.
We got a couple other quarterbacks on the roster.
Okay. Zoe say y'all got another cold ass freshman quarterback. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it works out for y'all with a freshman backup. We
got a couple.
Let me ask you this.
We got a couple, Rocky.
Is it Jackson's? Is it Jared Lockhart or bust this year?
Oh, it's his show. He run the show. He gonna do his thing. He run the show. This is
so. If you guys are a championship team, is it because he was good, or was he mediocre, or was he otherworldly?
Listen, I'm gonna answer it like this. We're taking the training wheels off. So, because last year he was kind of more of a game manager. We're taking the training wheels off. He gonna throw that ball around that yard this year, Rocky.
So he gonna throw it around. Y'all tried that last year, remember?
Yeah. Listen. He's a better thrower. No knocks to Jacoby Morgan. It's my guy. Love him to death. But Lockhart is a better thrower of football accurately than Jacoby Morgan.
At the same time,
the offense gonna look different.
At the same time, Mike, one of the strong suits of Jacoby Morgan, and he was often criticized for it, but I thought it was something that he did well and actually allowed y'all to win a lot of games, is that he was able to manage the game, play within himself. Is that something that you guys are expecting from Jared Lockhart? Can he be the game manager if necessary?
I told y'all, me and Rocky gonna get into it every week on this show, y'all. But Jared Lockhart Show, Rocky. I'm telling you, Rocky. Zoe can tell you the same thing. It's the Jared Lockhart Show. We got 1,000% confidence in Jared Lockhart. He gonna do his thing, man. He ain't no slouch.
Now I gotta give Coach TC his props, right?
There you go. Yeah.
One thing about it, since he's been in charge of the program, and even when since he's been part of the offense, I'll say that he's been able to put quarterbacks in the game that have been competent enough not to lose a lot of games. Now, other than the championship game that you guys won the Celebration Bowl and a few games by Shador, most of the quarterback play, in my opinion, was competent, but y'all didn't need them to play great in order. No,
we didn't. It was the type of team that we didn't need. We just needed
to play great.
Game manager.
Will you guys need Jared Lockhart to play great?
Yeah. Not all world, but just like competent, like you said.
Y'all gonna need him to play great this year. He can't be average, and y'all. I'm
gonna say competent. I was just gonna, as long as he competent, we good. But because like you rock, you just gave TC credit, so give him credit. TC.
Well, what I'm saying,
TC has to be retooling every year. That is hard to do in college football.
But I also say this too, Mike, that TC early in the season of all the seasons that he's been the head coach, he's been inclined to want to throw that ball around the yard. And, other than that South Carolina State game that Jason Brown played, he's winning running the football.
Hey, somebody got to stop it. If they don't
but he wants to throw that ball around the yard, in my opinion.
Because he's
from watching the game week in and week out. I'd say even say this. There's some games that Coach Taylor has thrown the ball around the yard, and that's actually kept the game closer than it should have been. You know, him throwing the ball around the yard kept the game close. My point is this, Mike, is that if Jared Lockhart is exactly what Jacoby Morgan has been, can they win a championship?
Yes.
He doesn't have to be any more than that.
No. Y'all acting like we ain't got no other talent on the team. Retool the offensive line. Retool the receiving core. Running back room retool. Come on now.
Well, I don't know that your running back room is going to be any better, but if they're equal, that's championship caliber. I don't know that your offensive line is going to be better, but if it's equal, it's championship caliber.
Rocky, Jared Lockhart show. Tune in.
I expect your wide receiving core to be better, right? But the quarterback play, based on what I seen last year from Jared Lockhart,
he's a totally different guy from last year. Then he going into his sophomore year,
man,
right?
he ain't the totally different guy. He got the same mom and the same daddy he had last year.
Rocky, so he ain't had no whole spring. So he ain't had no whole spring.
No, okay,
he had a whole entire spring and summer.
He had the spring last year.
As a starting quarterback, Rocky?
No, not as a starter. No, he was an incoming freshman. He came in the spring.
Exactly. As a starting quarterback, offense being more tailored around him, an entire spring and summer. So you don't think he'll be a better quarterback?
So last year when he had to play those 3 games, he was running Jacoby Morgan's offense.
I ain't saying that, but it was more tailored to Jacoby Morgan's style.
Okay.
Because we had to just throw him in there. Like we done had a whole off season for him to learn and us to learn him to learn us, tailor the offense around him. A whole entire off season.
So if you were to describe what I saw with Jared Lockhart last year is I saw a guy with dual threat ability, but TC didn't feature his dual threat ability, right? And I thought he didn't feature his dual threat ability because he was down to his last quarterback. You know what I mean? And you didn't want to run him like that. Can we expect TC to run him a little more this year and see some of that?
Well, he's a natural playmaker.
Play?
He's a natural playmaker, so he can make plays with his legs. So pocket breakdown, something happen, he can easily get up out of there. He can make a play with his legs. Easily.
So will they call some runs for him this year?
That I don't know.
Last year, all the runs I saw pretty much he scrambled.
That I don't know, Rocky. We'll find out Saturday.
Okay. And so what do you expect from the defense, bro? Like talk now.
I expect a way better year from defense this year, Rocky. Way better. Secondary better, linebacker core better, defensive line retool.
I talked to some guys that know Jackson State very well, and they say that they have a strategy with Jackson State that they invest their money and their resources on the guys up front, the front 7.
Yeah.
And they depend on, patching up the secondary because in their mind, if you can stop the run and put pressure on the quarterback, you don't need.
But yeah. You can kind of be subpar back there. I get what you're saying.
Do you expect that to be the situation this year?
Nah, I feel like we'll be better across the board on the entire defense this year.
Now, what I did notice last year that you guys had some drop off at linebacker based on what you guys had previously.
We went and got Micah Gay. We got in that portal. We got in that portal. We got that. Ain't that right, Zoe? We went and got in that portal and plugged in what we need to plug in.
Let me ask you this here, Mike. Where were you comfortable with the Jackson State defense being ranked in the SWAC? We know last year Prairie View was ranked number 1, and they went to the championship. Where do you think you guys can be ranked next year? This upcoming year in the SWAC.
I feel like we got the guys to be number 1, to be the big dog in the SWAC. We got some guys over there. We got some guys over there, Rocky.
Now, again, is this coming from a standpoint that you guys have done the work recruiting, developing,
Yeah.
and putting together the right game plan?
Yeah.
Or are you looking at this from the birthright of all Jackson State fans?
No. I'm
saying,
looking at what we recruited, when we went and got that portal. I get what you're saying, Rocky. But now I'm speaking football, like real talk. We got some dudes over there. Like when we got Michael Gay, I was very happy about that. Like really happy.
So who is Michael Gay and where is he from?
Michael Gay, linebacker from Tennessee State. Played at Tennessee State last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
dog.
So he's gonna turn around and play against his old teammate.
Yeah, smack him up.
Now, the other thing is about this Jackson State team is that you can't put on that Block J without the expectation of winning championships now.
Yeah.
Like that's the reality. And I think up to this point, I think the kids that you guys have recruited have handled it very well.
Yeah.
You know, with that kind of pressure. How do you think Coach TC and Coach O manage that pressure year in and year out with those guys that you recruit and understand that it's a championship is the standard? Like you can't just be good. You can't be, I'm trying my best, coach. Like the standard is championships. And
Rocky, the guys at Jackson State want to be at Jackson State, so it ain't hard to. And then once you get at Jackson State, just being at Jackson State, man, you quickly gonna find out what it means. Quickly gonna find out what it means to the city, to the state of Mississippi, to everybody. Like that block means something. It means something. That J on the J hat, it means something. So it ain't hard. Like I said, guys who there want to be there, so it ain't hard to sell them on it, Rocky. It ain't hard to instill that in them. They know what's going on. And when you play for Jackson State, you are always the hunted. Always the hunted.
Well, one thing
Cause we get everybody best shot. We get everybody best shot. It's like their Super Bowl. It's like 11 other school Super Bowls a year.
This is one thing I misunderstood coming into the space 5 years ago, and I'll say this, is that I thought because Dion was there, the players became part of something.
Yeah.
Right? And the reality is, once Dion left, they were still part of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were playing for something greater. And when I say I made a mistake is because I thought that something that they were playing for was Dion, right?
Nah, it's Jay.
And that's what I've come to understand, that those guys are bought into, being a Jackson State Tiger and being actually representing that city and being part of that community. And I don't know that there's very many HBCU teams that get the backing from their community like Jackson State, man. And so you're saying that doesn't add pressure, that's fuel.
That's fuel. It's definitely fuel, Rocky. It's definitely fuel, Rocky. Like, I tell people all the time who ain't never been to a Jackson State game, man, it's different. The city shut down on Saturdays in Jackson, Mississippi. You go down 55 north or south around, say the game at 4 o'clock. 4:30 to 6 o'clock, there's nobody on the freeway on I-55 going north or south. That's nothing, Rocky. Nothing.
Wow.
Because everybody at the game. Everybody at the game. The city shut down, Rocky. It's different. It's different at Jackson State. I can't speak for anybody, all the other schools, but it's different at Jackson State.
And like I say, that's one of the things I don't know what was going on prior to Dion and them got there, and how to the reputation and the was transformed in instantly the way it was done. I know y'all already were winners, but there was an instant kind of success that Dion had in the SWAC, and so. And I'm just amazed at how the momentum hasn't really let up very much over the past 2 or 3 years. Let me ask you this, Mike. Did you expect the momentum to continue once Deion left, or did you expect to drop off? Because a lot of people in the SWAC expected a drop off.
Hold on, Rocky. Before I answer that, hey, don't nobody with no Southern Jaguar emblem as they logo need to say anything to me, bro. Go win some games. Y'all ain't beat us since. Y'all ain't beat us since I started doing this show.
Hey,
y'all ain't beat us since I started doing this show. So anybody with a Southern Jaguar emblem as they logo, bro, you don't need to be saying nothing in the comments. You don't need to be saying nothing. Because you got a football coach that get on TV every week and make a fool of himself and a fool of y'all program. So don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to Jackson State.
Mike, are you ready? Mike, are you ready for this? You ain't ready for that.
Yeah, bring it. I'm ready. You see, I done got fired up now. These Southern Jaguars done fired me up, Rocky. Because they need to mind their own business. Because they got other shit they need to be worried about. They don't need to be worried about us until September 26th. That's when they need to be worried about us. Because Marshall Faulk ain't talking about shit over there in Baton Rouge right now. So Southern Jaguar, y'all got plenty of other things y'all need to be worried about than Jackson State Tigers right now. I promise you.
Man, I ain't gonna, hey, if they ain't gonna call, I ain't gonna turn this phone line in. Type one if you want the phone line on. Otherwise, I ain't gonna even turn it on.
Rocky, I just had to get that out my chest, bro.
No. I know.
I can answer your question now. I can answer your question now. I didn't think it was gonna be a dropout, Rocky, because when Deion left, that's when everybody got together. Okay, y'all. This thing happened. Deion left. We gonna be all right. Let's all get on one accord and let's all keep this thing rolling. And that's what we did. And the first thing they did was hire TC, which was the best move ever to keep this thing rolling. And everybody been on one accord, in unison, one accord, 60,000 blue and white pom-poms.
Yeah. Hey, it ain't been. I can honestly say there's not been much drop off. And I would even say this. I'm just gonna go on, be honest. There's probably been an ascension in the program, if anything, right? Yeah. But the thing that's kind of disappointed me, as a whole this year is the energy and excitement that you guys have had the previous off seasons. Like to me, that's been part of your secret sauce, in my opinion. The anticipation and the noise y'all talking and knowing that, Rembert is coming and Fortillion is coming and Travis Terrell is doing. Why do you think they've taken a more low-key approach this year?
Got that bad taste in our mouth, Rocky. Got that bad taste in our mouth, Rocky. And I need to start reading these comments because they're going to have me snapping all night.
Now, if you want to snap.
Because this Southern Jaguar, bro, taking personal shots at me. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. Stick to football. But anyway, Rocky. What was I saying, Rocky?
No, I was just simply saying they've been pretty low key this.
Oh yeah. We got a bad taste in our mouth, Rocky. It's time to get back to the grind. You know what I'm saying? It's time to put out.
So this dude, Mike, this guy say, don't forget to rep Valley.
That man don't know me. Oh God, that man don't know me, bro. That man don't know what I do. That man don't know nothing about me, bro.
We got 217
shit aside, bro. You don't know me, bro.
We got 217 people watching, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel, man. Me and Mike are going to be doing this each and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. sharp. We're going to be The Breakdown, hosted by none other than Mike Reed, and I'll be joining in.
And I got to bring this up, Rocky, because I wasn't going to the game at first. But seeing some came to my phone. I said, I got to go see this. When Cedric Thorne said, quote, unquote, it's a non-negotiable that we're going to lose this game. We are not losing this game. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know nothing, but we will not lose this game. Okay. I said, yeah, I got to go to this one right here because I got to rub this one in because I don't know what made him come out and give us any bulletin board material, Rocky. We already fired up from last year, Rocky, so we don't need no more bulletin board material.
What exactly did he say? Somebody mentioned, Coach Mr. Campbell mentioned it last night on the show. When in all actuality, I recommend all you guys go back and listen to the interview we had with Tennessee State's coach Reggie Barlow. It was a great interview. I have to be perfectly honest with you. He didn't say, I asked him. I didn't ask him who was his quarterback. I just asked him how many he's gonna play, and he said that's a secret. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna get any inside intel from watching the interview, but you'll get us some insight about who's playing. The kind of key guys they brought in or whatever.
Yeah, he need to get his defensive coordinator in check because you just don't come out and say stuff like that, bro.
What did he say? What did he say?
Quote unquote. He was on a radio show. And they asked him about the importance of this matchup. And he was like, it's a non-negotiable that we're going to lose this game. We're not going to lose this game. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know nothing. But we will not lose this game. So it's kind of like he's saying a guarantee.
Well, come on now.
It's a political way to answer the question.
Mike, what is he supposed I'm not saying he was being politically correct.
I get what you're saying.
What is he supposed to say?
Listen.
Now, the other side of it, what I didn't know, and I think this adds some context to it, is that he's a Jacktown guy.
Rocky, he acting like we scrubs or something. Like
no. He again, I think he's being defiant. I think he put it like this here, Coach, and you said it. You said Coach O said it to the Prairie View guy. We still the bully. The bully's still the bully.
When Tennessee State ain't been no bully.
No. Coach O said on the Prairie View show that the bully's still the bully.
But he didn't come out and say, oh, we just gonna come out and beat these guys.
So if the bully's still the bully, right? How you gonna negotiate with the bully? How you gonna tell the bully we gonna come out there and do our best? No, whatever the outcome is, we're gonna be willing to accept it. Come on now. How you when the man take the mic and say the bully is still the bully?
Rocky, when the boogeyman under your bed, you don't grab nothing and reach up under there and poke him. When the boogeyman under your bed, you don't go up under there and poke him. No, you don't do that.
Hey, maybe he's sleeping with a machete.
He better be.
You understand? You can poke the boogeyman if you're sleeping with it. If you got a machete in the bed with you.
Listen, he gonna need more than a machete.
I wouldn't expect the defense coordinator to say anything else. And I thought Reggie Barlow pointed this out. That Coach Thornton is from Jackson, Mississippi. He's a Jacktown guy. And what would be better than him coming home eating for Christmas dinner, understanding that he told you what he was gonna do and he did it.
He better do it Saturday at 7:30. You better be ready. Saturday at 7:30.
He ain't got nothing to lose. Don't nobody in Jackson think Tennessee State can beat them.
He better be ready.
Mike, I guarantee you're gonna bet all your wings on Jackson State this week.
I ain't gonna go too crazy, Rocky. It's the first game of the year. It's week 0, and your biggest. What I'm trying to say, like your biggest
growth.
Yeah, your biggest growth is from the first game to the second game, right? So first game, it's gonna be some mistake. It's gonna be some outside. It's gonna be some holding. It's gonna be typical. Yeah, but yeah, he poking the bear, Rocky.
Hey, now
because Rocky, this was a rivalry. This was a classic. Now we done brought it back. So don't be poking the bear like that, bro.
Now you bring up the first game of the season. I got to go back to the first game of last year because a lot of this same energy was on the first game last year when Hampton had lost all those players that went to Norfolk State that obviously probably didn't help Michael Vick win, but they still went to Norfolk State. Hampton was you were thinking Hampton was a little undermanned at the vet. They gave Jackson State a pretty formidable contest.
Yeah, we were a little rusty. Right? That's why I said this game, it's gonna be some of those first game jitters type mistakes. So I ain't gonna say we gonna be perfect. It ain't gonna be perfect now, Rocky, but we gonna get the W for sure.
Now, this is what we did know. Like I say, you can go back and listen to the interview we had with Coach. Mr. Campbell, doing his research, realized that they're gonna roll out a lot of sophomores in this game this Saturday.
Who, Tennessee State?
Yeah, they're gonna roll out a lot of
'cause you know-
sophomore. A lot of second-year players are gonna get significant time.
Yeah.
A lot of
'Cause
guys that
know
went to
they had
high school a couple years ago.
Yeah, they had to rebuild after Eddie George lost. So
Do you think that's the kind of team that will fare well in an opening game against Jackson State?
they're gonna be okay. Like they going from your freshman to your sophomore year is gonna be a big increase. They're gonna be all right, Rocky. They're gonna be all right. And they're gonna be all right for years to come because they a young team. So I can't just disrespect them. But they got to get that issue Saturday though, because this ain't personal. This ain't against Tennessee State. No, this ain't against them. This ain't personal against them, but this just something we gotta take care of. They in our way or something we trying to achieve.
Now, what you guys have done, you guys are a pretty experienced team coming up. My question to you is, what are these I don't even want to call them upperclassmen, these graduates that people are speculating about? Do you have any intel for us about?
I don't have any intel, Rocky, but I'm gonna say this. Like I told my homeboy this morning, bro. I hope they win. They lawsuit. It'll be all good. They come back and play another year. But don't get it twisted. We still gonna be straight without them now. We still gonna be okay without them now, Rocky. But it'll be even better if they came back and played. So, you know,
How do you think that affect the guys that
they've been working all? They've been working all. I already know where you going.
Yeah.
You know, It's kind of a slippery slope, but I got faith in TC and Coach O, man. They know how to coach guys. You know, so they know how to talk to guys.
Now, the one thing I will say,
guys on one accord for sure.
The one thing I will say, if these guys weren't already Tigers, I think they would feel somewhat different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys were already Tigers.
Sure.
You know what I mean? These guys already wore the Block J, and so it's just like bringing a brother back into the fold.
Sure.
And guys who had I also see it like this here, Mike. Guys who coach was depending on to play, right? You still depending on those guys to play. You just got them some help in the event.
Yeah.
You know, you need that help. And again, people say, well, you don't have to play a guy like Rembert or what like that. If Rembert go through the struggle of getting in shape, putting the uniform on, and he scored touchdowns in the biggest games. You understand? You don't bring a guy like Rembert out there to watch the action.
No,
watch the fight.
No, that's a playmaker right there. No,
you don't bring him out there to watch the fight.
No. You right. No, not with nobody like Nate Rembert. No.
Now, I don't know about these other guys.
Yeah.
I don't know about these other guys, but Nate Rembert, you're gonna have to find us. And he's so versatile. Like you can hand the ball off to Rembert. You don't have to throw him a pass.
Yeah.
You can hand it to him. He's just electrifying. I just hope and for as a fan, I'm glad that these guys are getting a fifth year, to be perfectly honest with you, because it gives us another year to look at these guys and it gives them opportunity
reevaluate. Yep.
Continue to work on their degree, and some of them may be able to improve their draft stock. If given another year to showcase their talent. So I'm looking forward to it. I know a lot of schools there's a lot of talk around it about how, it may be unfair or, man, my hand, this mic, this camera, these hand gestures be having it zooming in. So
hey, Southern Jaguars, y'all ain't got another program or show to tune in. Perry White ain't live tonight or something? Because y'all so worried about Jackson State on knee breakdown. I'm just saying.
So let me ask you this here. So we'll go down. Let's talk about Jared Lockhart. Will he pass over or under 200 yards, Mike?
Woo! Hold on.
Y'all keep the record. Keep the records.
I'm gonna say 200 yards. It ain't gonna be
over.
Much.
You saying over?
Yeah. It's gonna be like 215, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the over.
All right, let's talk about my man Nate Blunt. Will Nate Blunt get you 100?
Yeah, he'll get 100.
You going over with Nate Blunt getting
I'm
100?
I'm going over. We gonna put some points on that board, Rocky. I'm telling you. Gonna be a show in Nashville at the John Merritt Classic.
All right, got you another one. Will Fortillion catch for over 75 yards?
Under. I'm taking the under. Cause we gonna
You taking the under on Fortillion?
Yeah. I ain't gonna go too crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna be delusional.
All right. Will Tennessee State run for 100 over under?
Over 100. I'm gonna say under, but it's gonna be close to that 100. It's gonna be like 90, 85, 90.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will they pass for over 200?
Yes, because they're gonna be down.
Okay.
They're gonna be down, Rocket. They're gonna be down big, so you got to throw the ball around. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
Next thing. See, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna do total turnovers, and then I'm gonna do interceptions. I know interceptions are turnovers, but
yeah.
How many interceptions?
How many interceptions we throw or they throw?
No, they throw. That y'all catching.
2.
Okay. How many total turnovers?
3. Gonna be like a crazy. It's gonna be like a fumble or some goofy crazy stuff.
3 or more total turnovers. Okay.
3. I'm gonna do right at 3.
All right.
At 3.
Let me do. I missed something for Jared Lockhart. 1.5 touchdowns over under.
Ooh. 1.5. I'm gonna go over. He gonna get like 2. Like I said, we're gonna put some points on board. 2.
So it's gonna be over 1.5.
Yeah,
over 1.5.
The rest gonna be all running. The rest gonna be running. So he gonna be responsible for 14 points. Everything else gonna be us running the ball.
And okay. Now this ain't got nothing to do with the chicken, but I thought this was interesting that the spread opened up at 19 and it's either 20 and a half or 19 and a half. And now it's down to 16 and a half. What do you think? Do you think Jackson State covers the 16 and a half?
Yes. Hold on. Shit, 17 point. Woo. Hold on, Rock. Because you can always go a big, but when somebody trying to come back.
So let me tell you what I'm
gonna say, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we cover it. 17. Book it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it too much. Book it.
Since we're talking about 17, that means there's some field goals going on. So how many field goals Jackson State are gonna kick?
I'm gonna say 1 field goal.
1 field goal.
Mm-hmm. 1 field goal. Everything else gonna be tubs. Everything else touchdown.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: total number of touchdowns. Let me ask you this, because I don't want you to get a score away, but I want to ask you, what would you be satisfied with the first game of the season? Total number of touchdowns. What would you be satisfied with? Not what you think, but what would you be satisfied with?
4 touchdowns. I'd be satisfied with 4 touchdowns.
So you'd be satisfied with
28,
with 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know what, Mike? I thought you would think that Jackson State would at least have to score for you to be satisfied.
You thought I was like 6
touchdowns, 6 or 7 touchdowns.
Now I'm gonna say 4, right? Like I said, first game of the season, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some kind of craziness going on because that first game jitters or whatever, and just trying to get the offense together and all that. So I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna chill.
Will there be a defensive score?
Oh, that's a good one, Rocky. A defensive score. Cause I ain't gonna lie.
Safety.
I ain't gonna lie. We pick one of them things out. They might.
I even include a punt return on the defense as a defensive touchdown.
Yeah. Give us. Yeah. Cause special teams come back with advantage this year, for sure.
A man here says a pick. He says a pick 6.
That's what I said. And we might, man, we get to picking them things off. We might have to make a house call. You look up, the football be back in Jackson.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I expect Tennessee State to put out a very young team, a quarterback that was a Division II quarterback. He was the best player on his team, but he wasn't lighting it up at Division II. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think Jackson State will be talent laden like they've been the last 5 years, man.
Yeah.
And they opened up last year and played A&T down to the wire. I don't think they'll be able to do that this year with Jackson State. I just don't think unless Jared Lockhart wets the bed. That's the only way I see them being in this game for any extended period of time is if Jared Lockhart wets the bed.
I feel that right because no disrespect to them, but I just feel like they don't have enough. They just don't have enough, bro. This ain't the year for them having enough. So,
and I think also with the fact that I think in other games, coaching can keep Tennessee State in games because I think Coach Barlow is a very experienced coach.
Yeah, he is.
And he's been very successful as a coach. But I don't think there's a coaching advantage in this game for Coach Barlow. Like, I don't think there's a coaching advantage.
No. Tennessee didn't been to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
For sure.
And also, I'm gonna even buy into something that you said earlier, Mike. These guys got a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
And they've stewed over that Prairie View game
This is all around Jackson, bro. This is the entire fan base. Everybody got a bad taste in our mouth. And we know the importance of this season. And we know what them guys gonna do. Like, a storm is coming. I'm serious. A storm is coming. Like, for real.
So that, there's no secret. If we could talk a little about broader topics as we're waiting on Mr. Campbell to come through. But I want to talk about a broader topic. Well, a couple broader topics, right? One, what will be the legacy of your fellow alumni as AD at Jackson State? What would be his legacy?
His legacy would be he kind of took Jackson State to another level. Like, he took Jackson State to another level. Now it's up to us to keep that level. But he took it to another level. He took it to another level, Rocky.
In my opinion, as an AD, what I think happened under Ashley Robinson was y'all were already big time local. Locally, y'all were already big time.
Yeah.
But he took y'all nationally.
He did.
He took y'all globally, in other words.
He took it to another level.
And for that's what, I think should be his legacy. That he took the Jackson State brand across the United States and globally. And he did it, by hiring Dion, of course. But the lasting effects of that, y'all been reaping the benefits ever since, even long after Dion is gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
y'all are reaping the benefits of it.
He ran a clean program. Everything was up and up. People were graduating. Athletes had good grades. All that, Rocky. Not just winning football games, but it was just everything.
Now, see, this is something that I agree with, Kerry, right? But I think as a program, you guys were already champions. I want to say y'all already had a championship pedigree. Y'all are blue blood in the HBCU sports space. You know what I mean? But when I look at, legacy, championships is something y'all already had. So he couldn't give y'all that. I think taking y'all brand global, I think he did a great job of that. I think, not to disagree with what you're saying, because without the winning, I don't think he can take your program global. But he did a tremendous job of taking your brand global. Now let me ask you this: since
what these Southern Jaguars so funny.
hey,
blue blood.
Listen,
y'all got 5 blues. Don't come in here talking about no blue blood question mark. Find you a blue and pick one, Southern. Please.
Now here's what I've come to understand. Again, I've spent a lot of time the last 2 weeks with a lot of Southern folks, right? And it's clear. They don't like y'all. Y'all don't like them. And they all right with it. You know what I mean? Like y'all probably should, hey, you know that cousin that you don't like and your big mama always asks you, did you speak to, did you say, you ain't gonna say hi to Mike? Mike, you ain't gonna say hi to him? You know what I mean? Like y'all have to be made to speak to each other, don't y'all? Like that's an interesting dynamic to me.
I get it, but they should okay. When Dion left, we weren't sitting back worried about what Southern had going on that upcoming football season. We were worried about our shit that we needed to get together. And then we'll worry about y'all game week. But, bro, they got all type of stuff going on in Baton Rouge. They shouldn't be worried about us right now, bro. Y'all, you got a new coach. Handle y'all business. Then y'all come talk to us the week of September 26th. Then we'll get that in. But y'all chill. Y'all gotta fix y'all stuff internally.
Hey, but in a funny kind of way, did they hire the T-Move version of Dion?
That's what they be saying, Rocky.
No. I'm just saying like.
Yeah. Now they want to be like us so bad, Rocky. They want to be Jackson State so bad, Rocky. They want to be JSU so bad. Ooh. Yeah, they did. Because
he's not.
So bad. Jesus Christ.
People with Southern would say, "Oh, he's not quite Dion," but I would turn around and tell them he's nothing like Dion.
Oh God! But they try to be like Jack State, bro. So yeah, we're gonna go hire the celebrity coach or whatever.
NFL coach, coach, the NFL Hall of Famer that worked on NFL Network.
Yeah. That's it, Rocky. Boy, they want to be JSU so bad. Jesus Christ.
The Super Bowl Hall of Famer that worked on NFL Network.
Hey, Rocky, I might like you after all.
Is that a coincidence?
It ain't no coincidence, Rocky. They want to be JSU so bad, bro. Woo, they want to be JSU so bad. Man. We gonna see how they paying out, Rocky.
Well, like I say, it's, again, I'll say this. He hasn't come with the bravado that Dion came with. Dion told y'all what he was going to do, didn't he? He said,
he told him in the spring.
He told you, wait till the fall.
Yup, he said, better beat me now.
So let me see what my man Reese Dog say. Thank you, Mike and Rocky, for going live. Y'all are getting through this work.
Reese Dog, it's that time of year, man.
Put something on the books then. Reese Dog, put something on the books, man.
It's that time of year, man. Oh, I want my pom-pom. It might be in my bag already.
Hey, you carry your pom-pom with you?
Yeah. I got to take my pom-pom with me. For sure.
Oh, man. Hey, Mike. Since we own it,
Mike,
since we own it, Mike, we done got there, and we waiting on Mr. Kalman. I guess I can ask you this:
what you got, Rocky?
What do you expect to happen in Birmingham this Saturday?
See, I forgot all about that, Rocky. They worried about the wrong thing. They need to be worried about Andrew Body. Andrew Body, 250-yard passing, 100-yard rushing. That was going to happen.
3 of you at home with me. 1, 2,
That's what they need to be worried about.
Is that what they need to be worried about?
Man, listen. 200-yard passing, another 100 rushing from Andrew Body. He might be sitting the fourth quarter. Rocky, he might be done. He might be done for a quarter. So they worried about the wrong thing.
So you think with Coach Falk at the helm, Andrew Body's going to kick off his Player of the Year campaign?
Man, listen. You know what Andrew Body capable of. I know what Andrew Body capable of. Come on now.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, hold it down for a second while I got to go set my phone up so I can
Don't
get
worry,
the.
don't worry about it. Put me on the big screen. I want to talk to these Southern people. Because y'all too worried about what Jackson State got going on. I forgot all about y'all had a game in Birmingham, Alabama this Saturday. That's what y'all need to be worried about. Hey, y'all worry about the wrong thing. Don't be worried about Nashville and what's going on over there between the Tigers and the Tigers. Y'all need to be worried about the Hornets. That's what y'all need to be worried about, Southern University. With your first-year coach, with your great value Dion. That's what I'm going to call him. That's his new name. Great value Dion. GVD. GVD. Great value Dion. Great value Dion. Yeah. So worried about what Jack State got going on, bro. So worried about what Jack State got going on. Got a coach there every week. He get on there and say some crazy stuff to get the people talking, get Twitter going crazy. Every week he get on say something crazy. He gonna say something crazy for Saturday. Watch. What's today? Wednesday. He might get up on that podium and say something crazy tomorrow. He might do that. He might do that tomorrow. But don't be worried about what's going on in Nashville, Tennessee this weekend now. Don't be worried about what we got going on. Y'all need to worry about Birmingham, Alabama. But hey, Jamal, you know Rocky is on that Alabama State bandwagon. That's why he brought it up. He didn't want me to tell y'all. But he living and dying by that Alabama State this year. Because me and him didn't bump heads about it. So, don't argue with me. I ain't got no smoke with y'all right now. I'm going to get to y'all in September. That's when I'm going to get to y'all. But right now, I'm focused on Tennessee State. And folks talking about non-negotiable. That's the word for the week. Well, I need to put that on a poster and bring it in the game. Non-negotiable. That's the word. Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Hold on. I need to get Rick. I need to get Public Figure on the phone. We should have had shirts that said non-negotiable with the definition of it under it, Rocky. We should have had some shirts that said non-negotiable with the definition of it. Damn.
But the reason why I asked the question, I wasn't trying to, purposely bring.
Yeah, I told him you was on that bandwagon though.
No. Yeah, I think, like I said, everything that I've heard about Alabama State, everything that people have, and they've put it in writing. They've shown me the paperwork, right? And look at what they're gonna be this year. Like I say, I hope everybody in the SWAC got their mama to sign their permission slip. Ain't no way it's supposed, that it ain't right for one FCS school to have that much talent. Like, I'm just gonna go and be honest with you. Like when you really,
come on, Rocky. Come
I'm
on,
just,
Rocky.
bro. I'm just telling you, bro.
Come on, bro.
Okay, Southern got beat 51-7 by a bad Nickel State team.
Now,
right?
now I'm with you. They gonna beat the hell out of Southern, but you acting like they just got this all world Dion type team over there in Montgomery.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. They said to me, this is what they said.
What they said, right?
Dion's teams don't want none of this team.
Man, oh, hell. Hey, y'all, this been the D breakdown.
I'm just telling you, Mike. I'm just telling you what they say, Mike. Mike, I'm just telling you what they say, Mike. Mike, these ain't my words, Mike. These ain't my words.
Hey,
these aren't my words. This is D breakdown. This is about Jackson. This is about Jackson State, man.
We had a good show, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all next week for what he just said.
No. You the one again, Mike. It was funny that you brought that up, Mike, because that was to me, that's the bar. That's the best team I ever. Those are the best SWAC teams I ever seen with these eyes. Right? And I'll get it. And the cool thing about it, Mike, is that we don't have to guess about it, because guess what? They're gonna line it up next week. They got 12 chances to prove that they are that. And we'll see. You know, again, they won't be able to prove it against Southern, I believe. But they play Troy, I think, the next week, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
If they're able to beat Troy, what will you think then?
I won't think nothing right because they played a good game last year against who they played last year? Week 1?
UAPB. I mean
UAB.
UAB.
They had a good showing against UAB, but we still beat them.
Hey, we got a caller. 8310. You're live on The Breakdown. What's your name and where you calling from? My bad. You're live on The Breakdown. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Lionel with TV versus Everybody Network.
Hey, what's up, Lionel? What's up, my brother?
What the? Why y'all let him on this show, man? Why? Hey,
That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
we gotta start screening these calls, Rocky.
It's my guy, man.
Call.
Mike.
What's up, Lyle? I ain't got no smoke with you right now, bro. Our smoke gonna come later on, bro. Cause you need to be getting ready. You need to be getting ready for that belt Tarleton State finna put on you. So, hey.
If you didn't beat the 28 points, you've lost your ever learner mind.
Y'all gonna beat Tarleton State?
Oh yeah, we going to win. We're not going just to play the game. Listen,
All right, y'all. This is out the mud. Hey, y'all, it's out the mud. Or we had a good show. We gonna holler at y'all next week, cause I don't know what the hell Lionel's talking about.
It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close. Why do you think Tarleton State gonna beat us by 28 points? I just don't. You just have to explain it to me.
28. I did tell somebody they're gonna beat y'all by 20 today. I did tell somebody they're gonna beat y'all by 20 because they got a good program over there, bro. That's a good program over there, bro.
Hey, Lionel, let me ask you this, Lionel. Do you think what he's saying right now is when he said they got a good program over there?
They got a good program.
Is he just really saying they got that real cold ice? That cold ice.
Hey.
Is that what he's saying?
Cold ice. That's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying, right?
I'd have actually been down. I'd have actually been down there and seen them play. Over there in Stevensonville. They gonna play some ball. They gonna smack y'all in the mouth, bro. I don't think y'all ready for what's coming down there, bro.
We gonna smack them in the mouth too. Like That's what happens in a championship fight. You don't expect that you have a championship bout and then one person gonna get punched and the other person ain't gonna get punched, right?
Bro.
There's a reason. I think there is a reason, right? That when you look outside of the general HBCU space, there's a lot of excitement for this game in just the general FCS community, period, right? There's a reason for that.
It is.
It's not because if people really believe Tarleton was a 4-score favorite against us, there would be no excitement in this game, right? The reason the game is exciting is because they know that this program and mainly, obviously, this coaching staff, right, are winners. That's point blank, period, right? So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a hard-fought game. It's going to be a hard-hitting game. And it's going to be a close game. Let's be clear. There will be no blowout, okay? That won't happen, right? What that's going to determine the game is primarily it's going to be turnovers, period, because Tarleton will feast you off of turnovers. If we turn the ball over, then we're going to be in trouble. That's just point blank, period. That's just point blank, period. That's their style all last year, right? But Tarleton has been susceptible to give up rushing yards, right? Especially with teams with running quarterbacks, right? And you got to think, Tarleton has new everything. They got new everything, right? That don't mean that they ain't got talent. I ain't trying to say that, obviously. But it's week one with new everything. Listen, we got a shot to win this game. That's without a doubt.
And let me say this. This is what I have on good sources. That Prairie View is faster than they were last year. They're bigger than they were last year, and they feel better about their quarterback position than they did last year. Now and I have that on. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means. Right? But that's what I'm getting from my sources is that they're faster on defense. And to me, they were pretty big on defense last year. They're bigger defensively, and they feel better than they did at this point last year about the quarterback position.
Yeah, for sure they do. I don't know. I wouldn't term it bigger on defensive line. Bigger as far as like some of the other rules, yeah, right. Linebacker, safety for sure. Defensive line, I wouldn't say term it bigger, but I would maybe term it larger, right, longer, and then definitely faster, right? So a lot more 6'5", 6'6" guys, right? A lot of bigger guys as far as height, as far as length. I would term it that way, yes. And they're definitely faster, right?
Yeah, well,
So I do believe that they love what they got on the D-line. And I tell you, this is the thing that I say is really the competition. It's the offense for Tarleton against Brandon Anderson and Coach Early. We got to realize Brandon Anderson and Coach Early been with T-Jack for a long time now. And all the time at Colorado Mesa, at Valdosta, and at Prairie View, they have had tremendous defenses. They know what they're doing on the defensive side of things. And so what is a year two defense, not just T-Jack's team, right? But what does Coach Brandon Anderson's year two defense look like? That's something also that I don't think a lot of people are considering. That listen, they won on multiple levels and they know what they're looking at. They know what they're coaching. They know what the talent is that they got, right? So like I say, man, we're gonna have a shot to win this game for sure. You know what I mean? It's gonna come down to one mistake here or there that's gonna determine who wins this game, in my opinion.
Well, this is what I've come to understand about this game, Lionel, because I've thought long and hard about it. And what I realize is Prairie View's playing with house money. Like they can really come in this game footloose, fancy free, because regardless of the outcome, they can't damage their reputation by losing this game by 50. They can't. Because they aren't expected to do anything anyway in this game. However, just by competing at a high level, they can literally change the perception of Prairie View. That's how I feel about
it. For sure. I agree with that.
I
agree. I can agree with that. Yeah, that's house money. I mean, even playing a good close game changes a lot of things, right? But we're not playing to play a close game, obviously, right? But for sure, I agree with that because the top of the FCS, people consider them as worlds apart. It's just like when we're in the SWAC, we're talking about Prairie View, Jackson, Alabama State. We consider those teams like set apart from everybody else, right? Well, in the FCS, those top 7, 8 teams, they also consider those teams completely in a different world than everybody else in the FCS, right? So if we can go and really challenge a team like Tarleton, then yeah, we got to have a different conversation about where we are year two with T-Jack's, you know what I'm saying, golden era for sure.
Hey, last thing, Lana, before we get y'all, because we got another.
All that. I got TSU beating y'all, bro. I got Texas Southern beating y'all next week. Let
me ask you this, Lionel. What do you expect out of this Jackson State team against Tennessee State? They will be carrying the SWAC flag against an OVC opponent. What do you expect from this Jackson State team?
Well, and that's actually who I called, right? I ain't called for Tarleton first. I called because of the breakdown. That's why I called, right? I thought deep breakdown. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I think this game is going to be closer than a lot of people are thinking it is going to be, right? Jackson is replacing a lot on now. I don't know what these waivers going to look like and how it's going to land before this game starts. But they're replacing a lot on the offensive line. They're replacing a lot on the defensive line and the trenches, right? And again, we know that they brought some pieces in, but just like we talking about talking, some pieces got to gel together, right? And Tennessee State's defense, in my opinion, wasn't as bad last year as people are thinking they are. They had a horrible, when you understand how horrible their offense was last year, that a Matt Leone can just get them in the 20-plus range is going to do tremendous for them this year, right? And we've seen what Matt Leone has been able to do in multiple stops throughout his career. Obviously, they brought the kid in from Winston-Salem State that they really like. So I really think it's going to be a very competitive game. If you remember the game last year with Hampton and Jackson, that was ended up being a 28-14 victory for Jackson, but it was pretty close in that second and third quarter where Hampton had a shot, to really make it even tighter. I really think the game is going to be really close. I think that Tennessee State is going to do some things to really challenge Lockhart, right? And if Jackson isn't able to run the ball as efficiently as if they have been able to do, over the last few years, and again, new line and really trying to find a guy and running back too, you're going to have to put a lot of pressure on Lockhart to really win it with his arms. And even though they got the receivers, at the end of the day, he's still a young quarterback, right? You know what I'm saying? So right now, I got Tennessee State for the upset. You know what I mean? But I reserve the right to change before the game starts. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I'm at right now.
All right, Donald. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you very much.
All right, bro.
All right. Hey, let me say this. Hold up. This is one. Okay. Hold up, Mike. The man just said, I just think the game is going to be much closer than people are talking about. So is him saying that, is that a knock on Jackson State? Have y'all proven that y'all supposed to blow out everybody? Like at the end of the day, Mike, y'all had close games even when y'all were in Dion's era. Y'all had close game against FCS schools. Against HBCU schools. Now, again, I could see if y'all done beat everybody by 50 and he's saying Tennessee State gonna have a close game. But you guys had a close game, a relative close game last year against Hampton getting out the gate.
Listen, Rocky, I'm not worried about nobody saying our game gonna be closer than thought when they think they got a chance against Tarleton State.
Let me say this. The other thing is this. You have to also remember, you guys have 2 consecutive losses against Grambling. You don't have to be world beaters to beat Jackson State. And again, this game is on the road. I don't think the game is going to be close. That's what I'm saying. But can't a person have a right to say the game is going to be a little bit closer than most people think without being considered a hater or insult? Mike, you act like he talked about your mama when he said that.
Rocky, I'm not worried about nobody who think they got a shot against Tarleton State. Not worried about.
Hey, we got another call. We got another caller, Mike.
Against Tarleton State.
Hey, caller with the last 44512. You're live on Mike. I'm about to say the Mike Reed Show, but on the breakdown.
Hey, Mike Reed, this is Diallo D from Ohio.
D, what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Hey, man. I'm like Scotty in the comments, man. This is not the PV breakdown, man. I don't know what Rocky's doing, man. And Rocky, I love you, brother.
I didn't do that. I didn't bring up PV. Mike did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You brought Lionel in asking about Tarleton.
No, Lionel. No. Listen to what I said. Mike said something about Tarleton.
I did. Cause he pissed me off because our first caller was somebody from PV. What's the irony of that, D?
Well, you let it don't matter. You let Lionel filibuster.
Hey, D.
Ain't nobody got time to hear about that.
D, I'm not worried about nobody who think they got a shot against Tarleton State. Tarleton State finna put belt to ass on them.
Exactly. Lionel smoking some good crack. Now let's talk about the team that this show is about. Is about the Jackson State Tigers.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know what time it is, D.
Rocky, I love you, but I gotta call you to the front of the congregation, man. You gotta pick a side. We seen your little sneak this show when you was, talking about Alabama State and what they about to do. We know you Alabama State fan. Go on and ride for Alabama State. Don't act like you neutral. At least we knew Scotty just hated Jackson State. You act like you like Jackson State.
I do.
You really don't.
I do. I came into space with Jackson State. What are you talking about?
And get your. What's that?
I came into space with Jackson State.
You did, but
He did.
Came in with him too. You know what I'm saying? Scotty came in with him too, but he left. So
man,
going over there with Andrew Body, we know you don't mean Jackson State no good.
Bro, I'm with. Hey, bro, I did a whole show on y'all being the most dominant program, not only the past 5 years, but moving forward in the future, y'all gonna be the most dominant program. That's what I did a show on that, based on what y'all done in the past, based on how y'all recruit.
I saw it.
Yeah, I'm not. Ain't no
But
sneaking. I'll stay with but see again. My problem is not with Jackson State. I'm getting like Scotty. It's the Jackson State fans that are kind of like, you can't even, like Lionel just said, hey, the game is going to be a little closer than most people think. That's not even an insult. Yeah. Like, that's not even an insult. That's not even a diss.
No, that's not an insult. That's not an insult at all. I'm not saying that's a diss. But what I am saying is, from my observation of seeing you Alabama State this year, and that's a good pick. A lot of people expect them to win. If they were to win, I wouldn't be surprised because they got the best player in HBCU football. But let's talk about the game on Saturday. Everybody's talking about Matt Leone and his offense and how great his offense is and the great things that he's done at multiple stops. All those things are absolutely true. But you cannot tell me that Matt Leone and a D2 quarterback who's now moved up to D1 is about to stymie Coach Lorenzo Quinn and his Jackson State defense. Now, you guys said you talked about the JSU defense not being what it was last year in the past. I agree with that. However, the front seven was fine. It was the back end, and I think TC and Coach Orr knows.
No, the linebackers weren't what they were either. The linebackers were not what they were in previous years.
You telling me Reed Pullian and those guys wasn't playing good football? Come on, Rocky, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about there were no Aubrey Millers on that defense in the middle.
I mean, Aubrey Miller was an all SWAC player. Like
that's my point. That's my point. That's what you got to understand. What you guys were in previous years. Do you know what y'all were the championship year on defense? Y'all held.
Aubrey Miller when it wasn't no Aubrey Miller. It wasn't no Aubrey Miller when they won the Celebration Bowl.
But
it wasn't. That's my point. The secondary was the weak point of the defense last year, Rocky. You're not gonna make me believe the D-line and the linebackers was slowing the team down last year. It was the secondary. Scotty used to talk about that every week on this show and other shows. And Coach Owen and TC have done a good job of reassuring the back end. Now you have the kid from Tennessee State, Gay, over there. And you got Reed Pullian that's about to come back. You know what I'm saying? You got him coming back. You know what I'm saying? Probably won't play this weekend, but he'll probably be back for the Tuskegee game. So this team and Coach Lorenzo Quinn and that defense is going to be fine. It's nowhere in the world Matt Leone on his first game with a D2 quarterback is going to put up 28, 35 points on Jackson State. Like
in a brand new offense, D.
It's not going to happen. In a brand new offense. And let's go on the offensive side of the ball. You talked about the receivers was weak last year, Rocky, and I have to say that you are absolutely wrong. Nate Rembert was an all SWAC player. You had Janelle Dupree, who was one of the most explosive receivers in the conference, and they lost Jonas Fortillion. When you have a true freshman quarterback with the running game that you have, you lean on your part of the offense that's the strength, and the running game was the strength. So those receivers might not have had gaudy numbers, but their numbers weren't called that often, and when their numbers were called, they make big. A la Janelle Dupree scoring in the SWAC championship. A la Nate Rembert doing what he did at FAMU and against Southern. So to say that the receiving core was a drop off, those guys wasn't asked to do a lot because the bulk of the carrying of the offense was by the three-headed monster last year. And then lastly, we just like Joe said at the beginning of the call, did nobody know Aubrey Miller's little brother Ahmad was gonna be what he ended up being? Nobody didn't know what Herb Miller was gonna do when he ended up coming from the school he came from in South Carolina. Didn't nobody know about none of these backs, but we do know what Nate Blunt can do. We had a small sample size. We know what Amari Matthews can do. We've had a small sample size. He played a key role in the Celebration Bowl game. So these guys will be fine, man. You have to trust Coach TC, and his track record proves that he will be fine. The running game will be fine. And then Jared Lockhart, a year bigger, a year stronger, I think they're going to be all right, man.
Only thing I'm saying is this, bro. You're optimistic that everything, right, is going to be better than it was last year, considering what they lost.
I didn't say that.
And that's what you were alluding to now. That's what you were alluding to.
No, I'm saying they're going to be fine. I'm not saying it's going to be better. There's no way I'm going to sit here and say the running game is going to be better.
So let me
it's not going to be a tremendous drop off.
Let's just trust my logic in this. I'm saying that say the running back room is equal, right, to what it was last year.
Yes.
Say that the offensive line is equal to it was last year. Don't you know those were probably the best 2 units in the SWAC?
Absolutely.
So
That
what's
goes
the
without
chance?
saying.
What's the
That's a fact.
chances that they? And I'm saying this. What's the chances that they are the best 2? Those are the best 2 units in the SWAC after losing what they lost.
I mean, I would say I can say that it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that that's going to be true. We don't know that that's not going to be true. But what we do know is, and if it's not true, if it is some fall off, which it could potentially be, you have a sophomore quarterback who played a lot of football as a true freshman last year, and now TC goes to him and lean on him and asks him to do a little bit more than what he did last year as a true freshman. And
So-
then you expect Terenzo Quinn and his defense to do what they normally do every year, no matter who's out there.
D, let me just give you this. Give me one instant.
It's a team game, man.
Let's just based on what you saw last year from Lockhart, give me a time
Yes, sir.
or a situation where they put the game on his back and he came through.
Honestly, they didn't put the game on his back none in the times that he started last year. I don't think so.
That's my point. That's my point.
But exactly, Rocky. But you're not proving the point.
What I'm saying is you can be
didn't do last year. That's what I'm saying.
So this is what I'm saying. You can be hopeful, D, but you can't be sure based on what you seen last year. You can be hopeful, and I expect you to be hopeful, but you can't be sure.
Ain't nothing sure but death and taxes, Rocky. But let me say this: Scotty can tell you, and he's in the chat. Me and Scotty was at the SWAC championship last year. And I told Scotty, and he agreed with me. Had Lockhart stormed that game, and the Jackson wouldn't have had to go through the first 4 or 5 series with Jacobian before he got hurt. I feel like they would have had a better chance to win that game. You know what I'm saying? Even though they still only lost by 2 points with a freshman quarterback, they were down 2 scores. I feel like they have a better opportunity to win that game. So again, he played a lot of meaningful football. After that Las Vegas game, every game was a win or go home situation. And yes, I think we on if was a fifth at this point. Like that's what we're talking about. Nah, that's not what I meant. No.
What I'm saying is at no point, and again, you're assuming that just by Lockhart taking snaps, that gave them a better chance to win the SWAC championship. Considering how considering how Prairie View played that game, Prairie View played pretty much flawless on offense.
Morgan started the game and how he was hurt. Yes, considering how Jacobian Morgan started the game and he was hurt, I feel like Lockhart gave them a better chance to win that game, and he still almost pulled the game out in the end. You know what I'm saying? So let's be clear. And again, if you saying that that Lockhart is not who we think he is. Then that's
not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm looking at it from I'm saying that you had a 2-year starter with significant experience coming into last year's season. Now you have either a redshirt freshman or a sophomore quarterback,
half-season starter
coming into this.
He's a true sophomore
coming into the season. The guy who you had coming into last season was the actual Celebration Bowl MVP at quarterback. And you're expecting it just to be a situation where he just automatically outperformed that guy because he started 4 games last year. Come on, man. That's not realistic.
What I'm saying is, Rocky, the man was hurt. We seen that from the beginning. When he ran the touchdown, he wasn't right.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how can you expect Jared Lockhart in his first full season as a starter to be what Jacobian Morgan was after 2 seasons as a starter and coming off of a Celebration Bowl MVP? Come on, man. You expected him to match.
You missing my point. I expected him to play better than the injured Jacobian Morgan. Yes. If Jacobian
I'm gonna have to pot him down. You're not getting last year back. The trophy is in Prairie View, Texas. If you want to get a look at it, you're gonna have to go to Prairie View, Texas to get a look at the trophy. There's nothing we can do about last year, right? I'm talking about my man this year. If you expected Jared Lockhart to be exactly what Jacobian Morgan was coming into last year, I think you guys are mistaken. I think you guys are wishful, you're hopeful, and you're very naive, because what Jacobian Morgan was last year was a guy coming off of a season where he was the Celebration Bowl MVP and with a lot of experience. And that's not what Jared Lockhart has. I believe that Mike's assessment of Jared Lockhart is fair. He says, hey, he's a better passer, right? I expect him to be able to pass the ball more, but I don't think our running game will be what it was last year. I think that's fair. That's fair. Now go ahead, D.
I'm not saying that that's not fair. I'm not saying that that's not fair. All I'm saying is it's a wait and see. It's the first game of the season. We don't know what's going to happen. We do know based off of some of the players that are coming back what we expect them to do based off of the things that they've done in the past, and we'll see a good game. But go ahead and get your Alabama State gear, Rocky. Just go on and get your body jersey like Scotty, man. At least we knew what Scotty stood. You wishy-washy, man. You in and out. You double dutching. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. No, I like good. I like stars and good football, bro. And Andrew Body is most definitely a star. So I like stars and good football.
Absolutely. He's a phenom. But y'all go ahead. I want to hold up the phone lines, man. Mike Reed, I'm gonna be calling in every week.
My boy.
Don't let them fleece you and get too many wings, man. Don't let them have you going over on your wing budget, man. I got you. I see y'all, man. Peace.
Hey, Mr. Campbell is on the way, so he should be here in about 5 minutes.
I know he's coming.
Yeah, should be here in about 5 minutes.
Peace, y'all.
Hey, I just want everybody to know. Hey, I want to take this time out to thank everybody for tuning in to. I'm about to say the Mike Reed Show again. Goddamn. The Breakdown, hosted by Mike Reed, man. I also want to thank everybody for tuning in. Also, this is a great time for you to hit the like button. Like button, hit subscribe. If you haven't had a chance, if you haven't subscribed to the Rocky Miller channel, please do so at this time. Also, subscribe to the Off Script channel, right? Where they have great content coming in here each and every day. They have The Breakdown. They also have Sipping on Sundays on a Monday. If that ain't some Mississippi shit, I ain't never heard it. You know what I mean? And so, but no, man, where they have Sipping on Sunday on a Monday. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. But Mike,
what you got, Rocky?
You see how these guys are optimistic. I think these guys are just, and I think you somewhat realistic, Mike. But you see how these guys just feel like they entitled to the awesome football play that you guys have had for the last 4 or 5 years, man. It's not possible that y'all could drop off at all.
Nah, ain't no drop off, Rocky. It's too important this year.
Let me ask you this. Now, I need your honest opinion here, Mike. What does that mean to the program if you guys lose this opening game?
Ooh, Lord have mercy, Rocky. It'll be tough, Rocky. We'll have to go back to the drawing board.
Well, let me ask you this. Will that mean your program has taken a step back since the
No. Hell no. No, Rocky. It's not even a SWAC game.
So first, your immediate reaction is we got to reassess life. But then when I say if the program is taking a step down, you immediately deny that part of it.
Because it'll give us a chance to go back to the drawing board, reconstruct some shit, and then come out, you know what I'm saying, and be ready for SWAC play.
Yeah. I fully expect. Now, this is honestly what I expect, guys.
What you expect, right?
I expect Jackson State to literally overwhelm Tennessee State with talent.
Yeah.
That's what I expect.
That's what I said. I ain't got it.
I expect them to be overwhelmed with talent. I expect running game, defense, and the complement of wide receivers to really showcase their ability. Because I believe ultimately that's what TC has always wanted from his quarterback. to be able to put the ball in the air and dominate the game through the air and on the ground. And though at times he's had some, Jacoby Morgan has some pretty dominant passing games, he was so inconsistent at times. I think in certain situations, TC didn't go in with the confidence they could really execute, a fully functioning passing game. And I think this is what he wants to see. Now, let me ask you this here. If you're TC, are you coming in with a conservative game plan, making sure you get the win, or do you want to find out what you have in the quarterback and air the ball out?
I want to win. That's the name of the game, Rocky. We'll figure that other shit out later against them D2 school. I want to win, Rocky.
No. So you don't think he should come in, earn the ball out with Jared Lockhart to find out what he has in the quarterback?
I mean, you got an opportunity to pick your spots. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, let me ask you this. Let me put it like this then. Do you want, if you win in this game and say y'all win 35-10, right? Yep. And Jared Lockhart proves to be a game manager in that game, how will you feel about it?
I'll be okay with it, Rocky, because he still got games to go out there and get it together. It's just the first game of the season, so.
So you don't want the game on Lockhart's back at this point.
Don't need to be. It has no absolutely reason to be on his back right now, Rocky.
He just needs to be a cog in the wheel.
Yeah, because I don't know how the offense look. I don't know none of that, Rocky.
Well, see, here's the problem. Here's the problem I had with that theory, Mike.
What's the problem?
You guys are probably talented enough to win your next couple games, next three games. But I think it ramps up for you guys pretty quick, doesn't it? Like by the fourth game, y'all got who y'all got? Y'all got a game.
We got Tennessee State, and then we got 2 D2 schools.
Yep.
And then it's Southern, ain't it? Or it's a game before Southern.
Are you saying Southern is a D2 school too?
I ain't saying that, but they ass. So they a D1 school, but they are ass D1 school. Put it like that.
Yeah. So are you okay with playing Lockhart as a game manager the first game against Tennessee State?
I'm cool with that, but
coming into the Southern game to find out who he really is.
I'm cool with that. We also have to pick our spots. You got to pick your spot to see what you got. You know what I mean, Rocky? You kind of want to pick your spots when you want to see, okay, what he'll do in this situation. What happened in this situation? What happened in this situation? So it's kind of like a 50-50 thing on that.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. But let me ask you this last question, Mike. This last question before we get into it. If TC comes into this game with a very conservative game plan, like run the ball, field goals, kick. Say this game is 17-3. 17-3. What would be your reaction to that win?
We won. We won, Rocky. That's the name of the game, baby. We won.
Well, so why is this game?
How do we look in this 17-3 though, Rocky?
Hold on. Why is this game for you? Because I watched this show so many times, Mike, and a lot of times you do want Jackson State to show that flair and that style.
Yeah. When
they win. Why is this game just win?
I ain't say like that's why I was asking how do we look winning, because you can win, but also, you know, let me go back. You right, Rocky, because never accept things in a win that you wouldn't accept in a loss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to win, but I also want us to look good winning. I don't want it to be a shit show and we end up winning because you're still gonna have questions because Tennessee State is still Tennessee State.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, we got a call?
Yeah, we got a call, man. let me get it right quick. Hold on for a stop. What's up? What's going on? Look who's on now.
Lord.
Oh man, hey, look at that tape. Look at that tape of fame, Mike. Mike.
We can't. Oh, you on mute, Mr. Campbell?
You muted. Look at that tape of fame, Mike. Yeah, you muted.
There you go.
Old-fashioned way muted.
What about now?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Michael! Michael!
What's going on, Mr. Campbell? I ain't seen you all season.
Mike, they thought we weren't coming back, Mike.
Yeah.
They thought we wasn't coming back.
They
But
left
Mike,
us for dead, Mr. Campbell.
Man, listen, Mike. Listen, you know, Mike. You know them all seasons be rough for your boy, Mike. You know, last year, remember, Mike, I got dozed. Remember, Mike?
Yeah.
They put me, Mike, it was tough out there, Mike. Had your boy got dozed. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, Kamala had gave us, you remember, the wing credits and everything, and then Trump come in and dozed us and everything. But Mike, you know, a lot of people, you know, and first of all, let me say this to Rocky. Shout out to Rocky for holding it down, boy, and being a villain this year. You know what I'm saying?
Rocky get my blood boiling a little bit. I like that.
Doing a great job.
Yeah.
Doing a great job, man. Oh, man, come on, man. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, let me tell you something, boy. You know I'm sauced up. Come on, man. That's what we doing in life. Hey, Mr. Campbell. Like y'all boys, hey, Campbell. Hey, Mr. Campbell. Let me put a little sauce on it. Hey, come put that sauce on that thing. I ain't got no problem with that. It's all real. Put a little sauce on them. Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something, man. We've been doing this show for a second. And, you know, unfortunately, there have been a lot. See, I'm going to tell you what y'all did. See, that's why Scott is not on. Because, see, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, no, don't put it up right. Yeah, don't put it up yet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I got you.
Yeah, don't wait a minute. So, you know, a lot of people felt that Mike Reed was getting treated unfair. Treated unfair. You know, Mike, you know, Scotty would come up, you know, I had the wings, and he would change the rules every year, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Sandbagging and things, and people saying Mike don't sign the contracts and things and stuff like that. So, you know, Mike, listen. Oh, my God.
I'm trying to remove it. I'm trying to remove it.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Okay, now. So, Mike, you know, there was a lot of complaints, Mike. They went above Scotty's head, man. You know, like how the football players now going to the state courts, you know what I'm saying, getting injunctions and things like that, Mike. So they had to get an injunction on Scott. That's why Scott ain't even on the show no more. They had to get an injunction sitting in Alabama and stuff like that. Because this is deep breakdown. This is for people from Mississippi and Atlanta Jackson State. So, Mike, listen. You know, I got many jobs, Mike. And, you know, on my off nights, I'm a lawyer too, Mike. I'm a lawyer. So, Mike, you know, I had to sit back. Because, you know, I said, you know, my boy Mike Reed is trying to pick these wings. And, you know, he was losing wings when he was winning wings and all that.
Exactly.
We didn't know what the rules were. So, Mike, you know, I call my boy Ben Crump. You know, Ben Crump be riding and working, right? So, Mike, you know, we worked across the aisle, Mike, on something for you, Mike. You know, we Republicans, Democrats, so whatever it matters. But Ben Crump had a thing. So, you know, Mike, let me tell you what we did, Mike. We passed a law for you, Mike. Mike, put the law for Mike. We got the Fair Wing Credit Act, Mike. Good for you. Mike, the Fair Chicken Wing Credit. Now, Mike, listen. See, y'all think we playing around here because Mike deserves a fair shot when we call chicken wings. But Mike, so let's talk about the Fair Chicken Wing Act because it protects consumers from unfair wing betting privileges. Because, you know, Scott was kind of predatory, Mike. He was kind of predatory. You know what I'm saying?
He was taking advantage of me.
Man, he was taking advantage of Mike. So we came up with the Fair Chicken Wing Credit Act, Mike. So first of all, Mike, right to fair wing choice.
Yeah.
You have the right to choose your wings without pressure, tricks, or hidden rules, Mike.
Exactly.
Mike, you have the right to know the rules before you bet. Mike, you didn't even know the rules. Rules change every week, didn't he? Every week, Mike. Every week. Choose your number of wings. Mike, you can say no without any penalty. Now, Mike, number 2, you got the right to transparency. Mike, we didn't know, Mike, every time we thought the rules were the rules and you thought you had won, you have the right to clear, honest information. Before any wing bet is placed, Mike, you have the right to know what's at stake. No hidden wing requires, Mike. You know what I'm saying? This is just fair. And understand, Mike, this is most important. Understand how the wings are counted. Understand how the wings are counted. Now, Mike, number 3 is very important. The right to fair outcomes. you have the right to fair treatment no matter who places the bet. So, Mike, just if you don't show up and somebody got to place a bet on your behalf, we going to let that happen, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't be out there DJing and stuff like that. So you might have to have a proxy come in. You know what I'm saying? Diallo, my boy D, might have to come in and, handle it, do the wing bet. You know what I'm saying? But, Mike, you have the right to the fair scoring of all games, no rigged outcomes, and equal wing respect for all, Mike. So the last, consumer protection. No one should have an unfair wing advantage, clear disclosure of all wing bet terms, and respect your wings. And, Mike, you know what? You know what it is, Mike. I talked to my boy K Riggs over there at M-Bar. You know M-Bar's coming back, Mike.
Yes, sir. My people at M-Bar.
So, Mike, with that being said, let's put up new rules for this year for the chicken wing bet, Rocky.
We got rules and regulations.
Well, we got rules and regulations. So, this thing is going to be really, really simple. So, see what it's called now. See, right, Mike, we had to give it a name because in the law, you got the name stuff. It's called now the chicken wing spread, the chicken spread, Mike. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what it is, Mike. So, it's real simple. And this is for everybody to understand. This is real simple. If Mike is within 3 points of the total score JSU scores, and that's what Mike picks, the number he picks. So if Mike picks 24 and JSU scores between 27 and 21, Mike wins the bet. Plain and simple, right, Mike? So it's basically you got a chicken spread. You know what I'm saying? Just like the betting spread, chicken spread. Now, Mike, sometimes you picked it right on the head, Mike. If you pick the number right on the head, Mike, you go double your wings, Mike.
Okay.
So if they score 24, Mike, you get 48 wings.
Okay.
We make it 48 wings. Now, Mike, here's the thing. Now, there's got to be somewhat of a penalty because that was the thing people saying, well, Mike is just underbet, and that was Scott's thing, right? He just underbetting and stuff. He just underbetting. But, Mike, you know what, though? The Fair Chicken Wing Act got you covered, Mike. If Mike is not within that 3-point spread up or down, Mike, you only get half your wings. So, Mike, you still walk out the door with some wings. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that 10-piece, Mike, you only going to get that 5-piece. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and no problem.
Gosh.
But, Mike, now here's the thing now. If JSU does lose.
I ain't got to worry about that too much.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. You lose all your wings, Mike.
I ain't got to worry about that too much.
You lose all your wings.
I'm
Mike,
fine with it.
Let's just let everybody know. You make your score. You within 3 up or down. You get your bet. You get your number. If you hit the number, you double your wings. And if they lose, or if you're outside your 3, your chicken spread, you only get half your wings. And if they lose, like then you get your
but still, all right, what if I say?
So here's the interesting thing, Mike, before you get started, because I said you start with 6 wings.
See, SWAC fans say fair. See, when the people say it's fair, you know it's fair. SWAC fans say it's fair.
Here's the thing, Mike. Here's where it all starts at, Mike. You get to call your wings the first game of the season. You get to put in or order for as many wings as you want to.
That's fair. Hey, because you know what makes it fair? What makes it fair is number 3. If we win and I don't get within the 3, I still get half. So
you still get half.
That's
fair. That's
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Now, remember, Mike, a couple years ago, we were hanging out wings to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But see, when it's high, you can't bring your homeboy. You can't bring your homeboy to the ball because you ain't gonna have enough wings. You see what I'm saying? You gonna have to buy his own.
So just think about this week, Mike. You start out. You get to start whatever amount of wings you want to. Now, if Jackson State loses, Mike, you in the hole. And you got to borrow wings. You got to borrow wings in week 2.
I'm just saying. But Mike, here's the thing, Mike. This is what's fair. See, because the Fair Chicken Wing Act, Mike, you do have credit. So you know what I'm saying? You get to go all the way to the end of the year. So you can make it up. You know what I'm saying? You can always make it up. So that's no problem. But listen. So listen.
Let me ask the chat. Let me ask the chat a question. How many wings y'all think Mike gonna have at the end of the year? Give me some numbers. Again, we don't even know how many Mike gonna start with, but he gets to start. So here's the deal. When I said 6 wings, that's my flaw because I thought he bet the number of wings, but that's not how he doing. When he called the score, that's the number of wings he bet.
That's the number of wings he bet. So listen. So here's the thing. Now, this is a good question. All right. So this is the interesting part. Mike could. So now listen. If Jack State don't have a win the season, then he go in the negative. He can't go in the negative. So he's riding with his team. Now, people say, Mike, they say, hey, Mike, Mike already said they're going to the Celebration Bowl. So Mike shouldn't be in the negative. But we have seen when the 75 season happened.
Yeah, I was in the negative.
In the negative. So it can't happen. But we wanted to make sure that, oh, you know what? No, Mike wasn't in debt last year. Mike came up on top.
I came on top last year.
Yeah, Mike was in debt. Yeah. Mike credit was bad in the FAMU year.
I had Mr. Sergeant calling every week asking that I need a loan and
Mr.
everything.
Bugs.
Yeah, Mr. Bug. Everybody reaching out to me for a loan.
They're reaching out for your loan.
Man.
But see, Mike, now you got the Fair Chicken Wing Credit Act. See, Mike, you don't have to worry about those predators now, no, Mike. You see what I'm saying? We worked across the aisle. We got you fixed. I'm not Mike. Okay. So there we go. So everybody knows the rule now. Hold on one second. Let me plug my laptop in before it go dead on a brother. Now everybody knows the rules now, Mike.
Man, I'm just interested how many wings he gonna wager in his first, because he's confused about how many wings.
So that's the whole thing. Now I'm gonna tell you this. So I just said negative 10. That's why I can say rule number 4. Might bite him though. Yeah, hey, listen.
I ain't got to worry about too much of number 4, bro.
Listen,
I ain't got to worry about that too much.
Yeah, there you go. Now, Mike. Now listen. First game of the season. Big rivalry. This is a rivalry game, Mike.
It is. That's what I'm telling Rocky. Yeah.
John Merritt Classic. Big John Classic. Jackson State, Mike.
Yeah.
You know y'all ain't played in a couple of years because you know folks wasn't paying you right. Mike, listen, I heard y'all going up there deep. I heard J State deep.
Hey, because you know, Mr. Campbell, they usually play a PWI for the John Merritt Classic. I was talking to my homegirl. She went to TSU. She was telling me they usually play a PWI. So they said when they booked us, it's a big thing because they don't usually play HBCUs for the John Merritt.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, Mike.
I thought they played A&T last year for the John Merritt Classic.
They did. That was the first one. Before then, it would be like a PWI.
Yeah, or a little bit of school, something like that.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I think, listen, Mike, you know, like I said, we had Coach Barlow on, HBCU Coach's Corner. Go check that out if you didn't see it. Hey, man, them boys feeling pretty confident up there in Nashville there, Mike.
Who?
Feeling really good. Coach say he got his system in.
Who?
Got them young boys ready. Got his quarterback from Winston-Salem. They got more starts than your quarterback. Senior lead. Mike, I'm trying to tell you. He said it's a trap game. Said people not respecting him. Somebody, Coach Barlow. And you heard what Coach Thorne said. Coach Thorne said you ain't gonna get no wings, Mike.
Don't get me back started on that, Mr. Kim. I already went on a rant about that.
Coach Thorne said he's stealing wings. Coach Thorne said he D-boy you, Mike. He said he just gonna take the wing off your plate and walk out the door. You ain't gonna say nothing. That's what he said. That's what he said, Mike.
He say them his wings.
That was his wing, right? He did say that. I heard that. That was the part that wasn't on the radio part. That's, you know, right when they cut you off and the people think the mic is off.
That
was a hot mic.
Hey, when he come back to Jackson, when he come back to his hometown, he going to the M bar and say, "Give me 50 wings on Mike."
On Mike. He gonna just walk up there to the bar and put it on his tab. Y'all ever see that guy say, "Put it on his tab"? Let me get 4 bottles of Cristal, put it on his tab when he walk up to a celeb. That's what Coach Thorne gonna do you, Mike. He just gonna roll up and just say, "Put it on Mike Reed's tab." All right, now, Mike, when it came to the end of the show, thank you all for joining the breakdown. It's been 2 hours. Thank y'all for waiting, man. You know, I had to get sauced up, get ready. Hey, hold on. You know, Mike, you know where I'm going tomorrow, Mike?
Where you going, Mr. Kim?
Mr. having a little cocktail hour tomorrow. So I got to go see him personally. I'm gonna see my homeboy personally tomorrow, Mike. Now, and listen, I'm gonna tell you something, Mike. If they don't let me in the door, that's gonna be a hell of a show on Sipping on Sundays on Monday. That's gonna be a hell of a show. So I might need to be quiet because I know if you watching these shows, I'll be like, Campbell, don't let that dude in. Your ticket revoked. But Mike, okay, Mike, we end the show. You know this way everybody waiting on Mike. What is your score? And listen, let me say something to people. Shout out to Rocky Me, Mike. We had to get this thing together. We will have all the pretty graphics next week and all that stuff. But we had to get the show up and running today. So like I said, don't worry the graphics. We got that covered. We're gonna have all the pretty graphics that Scotty had and everything. We got the phone line up. Rocky doing what Rocky doing. Mike being Mike Reed. And you know I'm gonna have these chicken wings. Shout out to M-Bar, because we're gonna get that together too. Because we're gonna let y'all know them what the M-Bar specials are. But Mike, John Merritt Classic, 7:30, Nashville. What's your score, Mike? What you got?
After all things considering, after Mr. Cedric Thorne said what he said, us having a bad taste in our mouth. You got the other coaches all in the videos talking about got to get there and going to Atlanta and all that and blowing 21-point lead and all that. Mr. Campbell, the score for Saturday, 7:30, Nashville, Tennessee, 38-10, JSU Tigers.
38-10. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. There you go.
Let's go.
He gonna be somebody.
Swing 'em. 38-10. 38-10. 38 points on the board. Write it down, Mr. Campbell. 38 wins.
Now, Mike. Now, you okay? I'm just saying something. My math might be bad, but that means if you don't hit it, that's you only get 19. So
Okay.
just remember that now.
Okay.
Okay, that's right. 19 plus 90 is 38.
38-10.
So Mike, okay. So hey, listen, it's no problem. I like you going big.
So we can go 35 and we go 41.
See, but Rocky, you know what I like? See, that's why we got these. See how these rules work now, Rocky? See, he can be more aggressive now. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, but here's the deal. What about if he loses?
Woo, 38 in the hole, baby. Mr. Bugs might be calling the next day. I'm not. I ain't now. Woo.
Hey, Mr. Campbell, I don't play to lose, man. I play to win.
Hey, listen.
Hey. What's that Italian man that Rock had to go see to get some money? What's that Italian? What y'all know that y'all watch Kaylin? She had to go see that Italian man.
What's it now? I know you talking about. Yeah, she had
to go see that Italian man. You got to go see that Italian man. Get you some money.
Hey, had to go, man. Hey, listen. Hey, man. So, Rocky, are we in the show? We good? I think
we got one more call if y'all want to take the call.
Go ahead and take the call. Go ahead and take the call real quick.
Caller, you're live on the Breakdown, hosted by Mike Reed.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
What's up with it? What's your name and where you calling from, brother?
Man. This Rob from Dallas, man. Dude, thank y'all so much. I was worried at first, but Rocky, you bringing all the smoke, and Mike, you answering right back, Doc. We're going to have a great year, baby. I was worried at first because I didn't know how this was going to work out, man. But it's going to be a great year. And thank you, boys, for getting the band back together. And let's have some football, baby. Let's play some football. God bless y'all, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Hey, yeah. Mike gonna have to go see Stefano.
That's right.
Yeah, he gonna have to go see Stefano. Yeah, to get that wing money. Yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, that was pretty ambitious, man. You know, I usually charge you up with sandbagging. You usually sandbag Scotty.
Yeah, we put no
you know what I mean?
on the
But
board,
you went for it. You went for it today, baby. You went for it today.
You're protected by the law, Mike. That's what it is. See, he feel the protection of the law. See, sometimes the law doesn't work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for us, brother, but sometimes it works for us. You know
I'm gonna be honest with you. We went to the legislature, and they really wanted to say if you didn't get within 3, you don't get no wings.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah. I had to go. I had to advocate for you.
He did advocate for you, Mike. They were talking about getting nothing, Mike. He did advocate for you. He was a lobbyist. He was a lobbyist for him. Yeah, the white folks of Mississippi don't want to give you nothing, Mike.
No, they don't want to give you nothing.
That Mississippi legislature don't want to give a brother nothing. McCarter State cried all bad because we didn't use them no more. They all upset. You know how they backdoor the lobby. You know what I'm saying? They over there with the empire, the black folks. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Come on, man.
We got a couple more callers. Guys,
go ahead, let's go.
Caller with the last 4, 9218. You're live on The Breakdown, hosted by Mike Reed.
Mike Reed, man, this the boy Smoke, man. You know
what's up,
back.
Smoke?
Like
we back. We back, Smoke.
You know what I'm saying? They shoot by 40.
Yeah.
You know, listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, straight to the point. Long story short, slow stories. 2018, just man. You did.
Yeah, I like it, Smoke. I like it, Smoke.
Yeah, that mean Mike only get 19 wings, Smoke. So, that's okay though.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Mike kind of threw me off with the 38, but
Hey,
you know, I'm gonna stick by him though. That's my boy.
Hey,
I'm
we
gonna
put
stay
points
by
on
him.
that board. We put points on that board Saturday, Mike.
But hey, man,
Oh, yeah, for
hey,
sure.
let me ask you this here. Now, I came up in this space with it being JSU by 40. Did Prairie View do something to y'all?
Rocket. Okay. Let me break down by 40. By 40 mean we gonna kick y'all ass. It don't mean specifically 40 points. That mean we just gonna kick y'all ass by 40.
Okay. All right.
That what that mean, Rocket. That what by 40 mean.
If you push us to the edge, we might just put.
Oh yeah, if y'all saying Smoke. Exactly, Smoke. You push it to the edge, but you might put up them 40 on you. So tread lightly.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Now don't push us. We might put 40 on you.
All right. But you'll be good with 28, huh?
I'm good with 28.
All
right, then, brother. All right, Smoke. Thank you for calling in. Mr. Sergeant.
All right, man.
Mr. Sergeant, you're live on The Breakdown, hosted by Mike Reed.
First of all, big shout out to Rocky. Second, big shout out to my brother, my uncle, Mr. Campbell. And of course, the one and only Valley graduate and JSU graduate, Mike Reed. How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Brother, Mr. Sergeant, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, Mr.
Oh,
Sergeant?
man. Oh, man, I'm telling you, bro, let me tell you, it is now football season.
Yes, sir.
The Mike Reed Show. I've been sipping on Sundays. On Mondays, I'm drunk at work. It ain't even right. It ain't right. I'm drunk at work. Oh, what's wrong with Mr. Sergeant? I don't know. He's sipping on Sundays, on Mondays. You know he shouldn't be sipping on Monday. Anyway, man, first of all, very happy to have you back, Brother Mike Reed. I'm very happy we got some rules laid down. So, you know, we don't have to bail you out.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't know the name of the brother you need to go to get money. But if a brother knocks on your door, his name is Guido, he's there to collect money. So make sure, you know, what did Ice Cube say? 6 a.m, police at my door. Fresh Adidas streets go to back.
Money I can keep you after a game.
Get out of there, bro. Get out of there. Sometimes Guido can't make it and he'll send Tyrone. Don't answer the door for him either.
Oh,
Don't
man.
answer the door. Get out of there.
This hamstring.
Anyway, Mike, I just wanted to tell you, brother, I'm glad you're back. Gonna be praying for you But listen, man, I know all this is JSU, brother, but what do you think Valley's gonna do, man? Nobody's talking about Valley, and that scares me.
They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be better than last year. They're gonna be okay. Like they got some things they building on. It's an exciting time over there at Itabena, for sure.
All right. Well, I'm hoping that Mr. Campbell and gosh, man, I hope Mr. Campbell, I hope you bring back the list of the bad football teams with the stripper music. There's some holes in this house.
Well, okay, so let me answer that. I was supposed to talk about that. Okay, so here's the deal.
The jump offs.
So okay, as y'all know,
Jump off. Yeah, there we go.
and he got kids and he got bills. So we're not going to have the jump off list. But what I'm going to ask y'all to do is come up with something very creative, a double entendre that he won't get in trouble. Then maybe we'll have that. We'll talk about that on Monday. But there will definitely be no jump offs or about no school because Scotty need to keep that job because I ain't got to loan him no more goddamn money.
Hey, won't y'all have the HBCU punching bag or something like that? You know what I mean? Or
we got enough funny people to fit. You know.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm gonna tell you what somebody. I'm gonna tell you something. I thought this was funny. Just go back, Rocky. Just go back that time to NWA. Somebody said you call him the preacher's daughter list. I said, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That was pretty good. But because I saw that.
You gonna offend some people.
No, we got the preacher's daughter list.
You gonna offend some people.
I know, that's what I said. But I saw what they were doing. I saw they was doing.
Man.
So we gonna figure it out. We're gonna have people, we might have, as a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna have a contest. I'm gonna give, $50 to the person who come up with the best. Because first of all, you're gonna need a couple of losses anyway to get it started. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to start everybody off on such list. So what I'll probably do, go 3 weeks in, and then whoever has the best name, I'll give them $50.
Yeah, man.
All right, that'll work. So Mike Reed, I gotta ask you, Bold predictions for JSU for the 2026 football season.
Bold prediction.
Yeah, bold prediction.
Oh, SWAC Championship Celebration Bowl. Winning it, not giving up a
All right, you ready
21-point
for mine?
lead.
You ready? You ready for mine?
Yeah.
JSU will not win the East.
Woo!
Here
You
y'all
heard
go.
it here
Now,
first.
Here y'all go.
I know that sounds crazy. I know
Yeah,
that sounds
I know.
crazy, but you will not win the East. And no, it's not the coalition. This is just Mr. Sargent.
Here
Because I
y'all
knew
go.
you were going to go for the coalition. I never had a membership with the coalition. They wanted some fees, and I ain't had no money. I was giving it to Mike Reed to cover your chicken spread.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Sergeant. Would you pick
Yes, sir.
would you pick Jackson State if FAMU was eligible?
Well, I normally never pick Jackson State ever, but if FAMU was, well, really, you can't use the word healthy. You got to use two words.
I said eligible. Eligible.
Now, Willie Simmons. Oh, eligible. Oh, it's not FAMU that's going to bring JSU down this year. It's not FAMU.
Okay.
I don't like to ever pick against FAMU, but I think there's too much on our coach to ask him to go to JSU for homecoming and beat them. I think that's too much, or I should say, my belief isn't that high yet. Maybe I got to see something after the Albany State game. I don't see us taking down JSU at homecoming this year. Not this first year. Next year, we'll see it. And maybe I'm still what's that condition the military people? Post-traumatic stress disorder from Cozy. But I can't see it. That's just beyond my belief right now. I agree. Am I still sipping on Monday?
Yeah. You on fire right now. You being realistic. At least you're being realistic about them Rattlers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the first year, because even in Willie Simmons' first year, we're talking about 6-5. So, you know. So yeah, I don't think we'll take them at homecoming. Actually, I kind of believe we have a better shot with Alabama State. We seem to be able to play in Montgomery. I don't know what that's about, but no, I don't see it taking on JSU. But I don't think it's going to be FAMU that takes JSU down in the East to prevent them from getting to the SWAC championship game, waiting for the East. It's going to be somebody else. But that's it, brothers. I'm going to get off. Thank y'all so much. I'm still waiting for the holes in the house. Sometimes, Mr. Campbell, you can't replace a good original. I don't think Scotty will lose his job, man. But that every time I hear that song, "There's Some Holes in the House," man, I just start laughing hysterically, because that was a great list, the jump off list.
I'm gonna say this: you have no clue how close that he could be. You know, somewhere. You have no clue. Woo! But listen.
All right, y'all. Good evening.
All right, man. That was the last call, and I'm shutting the phone lines down, man. Mr. Campbell, being that this is the breakdown, this is the show that was started by Scotty, and because Mr. White Man took it. No, not even Mr. White Man, because he worked for a black man. My bad. Mr. Black Man took him away from us, and
corporate America.
Yeah.
Corporate now.
Corporate America took it away from us. We hadn't had a chance to really mourn the loss of Scotty the way we should. Like him no longer being able to be on and podcast with us about SWAC and Jackson State. It's really sad, man. And
it is, ain't it? I
think we should take this moment to give Scotty a proper send-off.
You know what? You're a man of my, I see where you're going with it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, Scotty, thank you for all the memories, Scotty, man. I remember back in 2021 when you came in this space, we came at the same time, man, and you got a chance to interview Dion. And then you start profusely insulting SWAC fans, specifically JSU people, and it'll never be the same without you, Scott. Mike, what you got to say?
Man, I'm gonna miss my boy, man. I was gonna ask, is there any way I can get him on when we play A&M? Is there
Oh
any
yeah,
way
yeah,
we
he
can make
can come
that
on.
happen?
Yeah, he
Can we
come
make
on.
that happen?
Yeah, oh, that's easy.
Cause that's gonna be my Super Bowl right there. Because I got a lot to say about A&M and old Quad Brown over there. I got so much to say, but I'm gonna wait till that week. So Scotty, if you still in the comment, when we play A&M, we got to get back to our old ways, brother.
Hey, Mr. Campbell, I'll let you have parting words before we get out of here, man.
Hey man, listen, hey man, listen, man. Look, 200 plus people watching the show, man, and everything, man. Hey man, we really thank y'all, man, because this is one of the things that I just said. I told Scotty when he took his next journey, I said, man, this channel ain't dying. This channel ain't dying. And we ain't gonna replace Scotty. We ain't trying to be Scotty, but we trying to give y'all that good content. Mike Reed, my boy, my nephew, right back at it. D breakdown. Rocky doing a great job hosting. And you know, man, I got the wings. So man, listen. It's Rocky, listen, you know, we got a lineup now. Monday night, sipping on Sundays on a Monday. HBCU Coaches Corner on a Tuesday. Deep breakdown on Wednesday. And we're gonna have that throwdown coming, you know, that one shot. And maybe that's what we can get Perry on, maybe on that throwdown. You know what I'm saying? One topic,
Absolutely.
1 hour. Let's get it. So man, and then I think my boy Bridget and I'm gonna come back with a pre-stamp weed on Friday. So man, listen, you know, we'll have watch parties and stuff like that, man. So listen, Off Script Network, Rocket Middle Channel, man. We don't stop, man. We ain't stop. We just doing a little bit different. So we appreciate all y'all watching. We'll be right back here next week to see if Mike either won some of his wings, half his wings, or none of his wings.
Now, Mike, we got a stipulation. Hey, Mike, I want to say this, just so you know, you put up ghost wings this week. So whatever you win is your actual starting point. So what I'm saying is, whatever you win, you either gonna have 38, 19, or negative 38. So you ain't gonna have 72 wings. I want you to understand that, Mike. You ain't gonna have.
Well, he could if they hit the 38. He can have 72 if they hit it.
No. Those are ghost wings. Those aren't real wings. He borrowed that. He borrowed those wings. So whatever you win,
you ain't gonna get the man to pay out.
No. You gotta, how you gonna go from nothing? You know,
he gotta have some currency build up.
Yeah.
Mike. I'm gonna check on it, Mike. But we might put an injunction. Rocky trying to do you like the SEC.
Yeah,
exactly. Don't worry, Mike. Don't worry. We'll move to Mississippi State Court.
No. When he logged on, he didn't have no wings.
Jackson Court. All the judges down there, Jackson Black, Mike. So we're gonna find us a black judge to give us an injunction.
Hey. Only way you gonna get some wings is if the M-Bar give me some. Yeah, man.
Shout out to the M-Bar. K-Riggs, I'm gonna give you a call after this so we can get that thing rolling, man. But yeah,
hey, Mike,
that's
what you got to say to your people before we get out of here, man?
Hey, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Off Script Network, Rocky, the Mike Reed Show on YouTube. Hey, like and subscribe, man. We here. It's football season. Time to be alive.
I thought you was gonna win with JSU by 40, man. I thought for sure you was gonna say.
Now we're gonna take care of business. We're gonna take care of business.
Go, and Rocky, go send out with that swing just to make it feel good to get up out of here.
I got you, Campbell. I got you. Hold on.
There you go. Give it to him, Mike. Give it to him.
It's that time of year, y'all. It's that time of year, y'all. Yeah. Swing 'em.